Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. We back at it. Huh? Your boy Blue. We back at it. Let's talk about it. My peopleizations. Let's talk about it. What's going on, my peopleization? Smash the like button, man. They're not sending out the notifications again. They don't want your boy Blue to work. We're going to work anyway. Smash that like button as you come on in. Wipe your feet as you come inside. Let's talk about it. Terence Bud Crawford is not going back to top rank in ESPN. Where should he go? Now, we saw over the weekend or so, Terence Crawford, he stated that he went to Dubai, and there was speculation that he could possibly be meeting with MTK Global and signing with MTK Global. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know where he's going to sign, but it looks like all signs, my sources are telling me all signs has pointed to him leaving and exiting top rank stage left. Smash the like button, people. They're not sending out the notifications, but let's work anyway, okay? They got us stuck on a certain number because they're not sending out the notifications and they're trying to cap it off. So smash the like button, wipe your feet before you come inside, ring my doorbell before you walk in the house, and let's talk about it. The Juice and Squeeze, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Coach Rod, what's going on? Let me salute all my peopleizations. Y'all see the numbers continue to just stay stuck at one number, right? It's not going up and it's not going down. You think that's a coincidence? It's not. Smash the like button. B. Paulie, Blackface Sports TV, and with TJ, Ghetto Love, Demetrius Cohen, James, Jay Gadgets, Skater Diaz, Just Joe King, Stu Baby Love TV, Tyler Walker, Coach Cortez Smith, Shepherd King, Tony J, Will Smith, my brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell, Big Zoe, John Gaskew 3, Dion Smith, Kenneth Wise, Underground Asylum, Fly High 89, Mr. Moet, The Zoomverse, The Fans Corner, Julian Lettisma, Jay Vinci, my brother, Kenneth Wise, CC30T Dub, Money in the Ghetto, Tony J, John Hummus, Oye Jamaica, Kareem Ebanks, H Toxic, B Howard, Jay Walker, Kareem Ebanks. What's going on? How I'm missing people? Jelani Everin, Fat Cat Shadow Boxing. Who else we got? Gene Claremont, Kenneth Wise, June Bugger, Jeremy Hauser, Shogun 76, Stephen Young, Edward James, Arthur Hawkins, Ahmad is Ahmad, my brother, Chappelle Show 56, my brother Bish B Megastar in the building. If you have sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. Bish dropped the link, great brother. Sylvester Simon 2011, Johnny Q, Stevie Patrick, Slick T, Johnny Q, Coach Rye. My brother's keeper, Chilltown Major, Sherman Callahan, King Said So, Aki Kari, Trey Will, Larnell Marion, Edgar Arelano, TC, William Old School Ardent, Kizzy Hayes, Ronald Jones, David the Real Thomas, Mike Hayes, Lecce Puma Skills, BC, Edgar Valencia, Uncle Man, Brian Powell, Kimberly Broughton, Charlie J, Regal Ben, Yahuda, Clifton Lott, Jew Blue, Artwork, my brother Elvis Mess, and the super chat, salute Blue in chat. Amazing work by Devin this weekend. On Devin is amazing. Yeah, the dislike for Devin is amazing. Shepherd King going on. Deontay Turnage, Ben There, Eric Johnson, Coach Cortez, Tori Harris, Jovan Howell, Mike Lawson, Chase. What's going on? Timothy Dorsey, True Blue 45, Myron Denard, Wallace Carter III, William Old School Audette, my brother, Joseph Williams, Mo 2013, Jeremy Hauser, Quincy Carter, BBG, Chad Quinn Jr., B. Paulie, my brother, Tab Investments, Stan Swoosh, Cavarcier Walters. What's going on, great brothers? What's going on? Yeah, they playing with the stream. Felix Mays, Rax Music, my brother. T Real 713, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, Blue. This is Terrell Sanderfield, just showing love. Salute to you, great brother. Where's you on a different phone? Roy Babineau, Vinny, Ross Kranz, Mar. What's going on? Julian, what's going on? Eric Bowden, Jamaica Solace. What's going on, Jamaica Solace? Alan Rice, Mr. Dub Jones, 123, TR, Alvin Cannon, Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Daniel Torres, what's going on? King Jr., what's going on? Drew Hines, Memphis, Tennessee. Roy Babineau, what's going on? Felix Mays, what's going on, great brothers? Yeah, they're clearly not sending out my notifications. They're playing with my stream. The Brothers UK, Deontay Mosley, Curtis Bridges, Corey Yellerman Jackson, Brian Nobley, Barfield, my brother, what's going on? Lechi Puma Skills, Amira Ashen, what's going on? Brandon Hill Sr., what's going on? Alejandro Zunuga, what's going on? Hold on one second, my peoples. Pardon me, my peoples. Let's get my bike fixed. Ross Kranz, Alberto Morano, what's going on? DP Rocker, what's going on? Edwin V. Hoffa Jr., Butch Cassidy, Bobo, Keyshawn Johnson, what's going on? Butch Master Eden, what's going on? Gid 1200, what's going on? Terence Dub, Clayton Wright, what's going on? Yeah, let's get into this. So, Sin Trade, 50, Sin 50 Trade, Deuce, what's going on? MZTT and Benny's World, what's going on? Slick P, Justin Swain, Mr. Mechanical, Blake Irvin, Moon Drip, Solo Productions, what's going on with y'all? Yeah, y'all see they're not sending out my notifications, right? Y'all clearly see that. So smash the like button. Jamil Allen, Jaquan Pickett, Arise 12 Tribes, what's going on? They're not sending out any of my notifications. They're clearly stopping it. Lala D, peace and blessings, Queen. Where you been at? Where you been at, Lala D? Jerry Myrtle, what's going on? We got a Lala D sighting in here, New Jersey. Sosa S, what's going on? What's going on with you, Queen? How you doing today? I ain't see you in a month of days up in here. It's been a month of days since I seen you. Charlie White, what's going on? My brother Boss Conversation, Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Boss Conversation, Reggie Owens. Came so smooth, what's going on? I usually have to get back to work when you're live. Okay. Or the grind don't stop. Understood. So let's get into this. What's blazing in sports? What's going on? So this is amazing, man. They're clearly blocking the notifications. They're not sending them out. So smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Joey Horter, what's going on? Texas to Virginia, what's going on? Smash the like button, man. They're clearly not sending out my notifications. Clearly. They're clearly doing it. Jaquavius Moore, my brother, what's going on? So smash the like button. So anyway, let's get into this. So according to my sources, no, I don't do MMA. But according to my sources, right, Terence Boy Crawford is not 1 foot out. Nerve feeder Cole, what's going on? He's not 1 foot out. He's 2 feet out, 2 arms, and a torso. He's gone. He's 2 feet, 2 arms, and a torso. He's gone. Yaakov One White, my brother, what's going on? He's gone. 2 feet, 2 arms, and a torso. It's over. He's out. So with that said, the question is, what's going to be the next move? Tay Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Yeah, I do boxing. So with that said, Coach Cortez Smith, what's going on? Yeah, he's gone. So Wesley Davis, what's going on? So Clayton Wright, what's going on? Yeah, he 10 toes out. So here's the thing, right? So I saw the brother doing the stream, and then people were saying, "Oh, Blue don't know this, and Blue don't know that. He's not leaving. He's making this up." No, I got this straight from the source. You understand? The sauce. That good old Mackie D's sauce. You understand? The sauce. Stanley Bailey, what's going on? Is that now he's going to shop his services, right? He's going to shop his services. My brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. What's going on with you? Go subscribe to my brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. Kevin Muniz, what's going on? Jeremy Hauser, what's going on? So, Sirius 187, what's going on? So, with that said, smash the like button, man. We got 450 people. Let's get 450 likes. Let's get 450 likes. So, where do the people want to see Terence Bud Crawford go? Jaden 1, what's going on? Wendell Augusti, what's going on? Where would the people like to see Terence Bud Crawford? I'm going to give you my feeling where I think he should go. Khalik Rauf Hamed Bey, my brother, what's going on? Darius Jairus Sapinoso. See Me Grow. Justin Martin. Todd Fraterdo. What's going on? So I'm going to tell y'all where I think where he should go. Ken Broadwater. What's going on? Either Eddie Hearn and Dazn, or don't go nowhere. Aunt B. What's going on? Jill Naga. What's going on? Not the PBC. Not nowhere. Adrian McCoy. What's going on? You know where you go? You invest in yourself. That's it. Mr. Tiger 401. What's going on? If Team Crawford, you're listening to Blue, Marky, what's going on? You're saying 007, what's going on? You know who you sign with? Yourself. Crawford Promotions. You sign with yourself. J8, Big Slap, what's going on? James, what's going on? Talib Cunningham, what's going on? You sign with yourself. Boss Doha Boxing, what's going on, great brother? J8, what's going on? Yeah. No. You sign with yourself. Adam M. I'm 100. What's going on? Sign with yourself. Nicholas Barnes. What's going on? You keep it to yourself. You sign with yourself. And you shop your services just like Mikey Garcia is doing. You sign Mark Fralin. What's going on? Sign with yourself and do what Mikey Garcia is doing. Mikey Garcia is going network to network, shopping himself, and getting the fights and the money he wants. Period. He got the Errol Spence fight like he wanted, right? Don Bernard Jr., what's going on? Yeah, sign with Eddie or remain free agent. DJ, what's going on? Big 0414, what's going on? Law Junis, what's going on? B, what's going on? Big Slap, what's going on? Yeah, you do what Devin Haney's doing. Sign with yourself. Dylan McNeish, what's going on? So what happens is, right, Andres, what's going on? Kelly Price, what's going on? Kyle Price, what's going on? So you see what happens with Devin Haney is Devin Haney's able to pull the curtain down on everybody that don't want to fight him. You know why? Because Devin Haney is a free agent. So if you don't make a fight with Devin Haney, it's nothing standing in the way of you fighting Devin Haney but yourself. D. Hodges, what's going on? Christopher Gabriel, what's going on? You are the only commodity standing in the way of you fighting Devin Haney. If you're Teofimo Lopez, what's preventing you from fighting Devin Haney? Yourself and your promotional company. Norman Brown, what's going on? Boxing Guru, what's going on? If you're Ryan Garcia, what's stopping you from fighting Devin Haney? Nothing. Just you and Golden Boy Promotions. If it's not Devin Haney, if you see right now, Mikey Garcia was like, they sent me DeHaven Alexander, what's going on? Jay Vinci, what's going on? Gavin Washington, what's going on? You see, Mikey Garcia said they sent me the contract, and I looked over it. I sent it back, talking about Manny Pacquiao. He sent it back. Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, what's going on? Chris Palomo, Iron Event, what's going on? Davey G. Camacho, what's going on? So you see, he said, they sent me a contract. I sent it back because I didn't like how it looked. They sent me another one. I sent it back. I didn't like how it looked. And I essentially, Mikey Garcia was like, listen, we're going to make this happen or we're not. What we doing? Prospect 708. What's going on? Derek Jr. What's going on? Now, at the end of the day, he didn't get the fight, but it wasn't because of him. It was because he knew his worth. You understand? So if Mikey Garcia would have accepted what they was giving him, he would have made the fight. But he wanted more money. He wanted his worth. You understand? Because he understands his worth. And here we have Terence Crawford. Eric Johnson, what's going on? You understand your worth, Terence Crawford. Understand your worth. You don't need nobody. Ashanti L, what's going on? It's going to take work because it's your own, your own commodity. God's son, what's going on? You your own commodity. So it's going to take work. But you can do it. Ty on two wheels. What's going on? Spice Kid, what's going on? Ashante L, what's going on? It's just like I said, Mikey Garcia got $7 million. He got $7 million, my people. I was just rewatching the Mike Tyson fight, the Mike Tyson story, right? You know how much money Mike Tyson got to fight Spinks? $6 million. That was a huge deal, right? Because that was back in '88, right? But he got $6 million and it was a huge deal, right? $6 million. Well, here we have a situation where Mikey Garcia got $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas in a non-title fight coming off of a loss. I'm going to say it again. Y'all didn't hear me. Mikey Garcia got $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas in a non-title fight coming off of a loss. Shamzilla, what's going on? Antonio King, what's going on? Goldie Bardley, what's going on? That guy Slick, what's going on? Did y'all hear what I said, or I got to say it again? He got $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas in a non-title fight. Neither guy had a belt, and he got $7 million coming off of a loss of a fight, and he lost essentially every round. He lost. It was a bad loss. He didn't just lose, but he lost bad. He lost every round to Earl the True Spence Jr. People, y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. But then Keith Thurman couldn't get $10 million to fight in a high-profile fight all around strong. What's going on? In a high-profile title fight against what's considered by many to be the best fight in the world in Terence Crawford, they couldn't get $10 million up. And Jesse Vargas got a whopping nearly $4 million, $3 million something, almost $4 million. Jesse Vargas almost got $4 million. So essentially, they put up, if he got $4 million, let's just say overall, they put up $10 million. No belt on the line, coming off of a loss. Jesse Vargas I like Jesse Vargas. Salute to Jesse Vargas. He's not a high-profile fighter. Naughty Crash, what's going on? Mr. Cool Guy, what's going on? Daniel Alvarado, what's going on? He's not a high-profile fighter. He's not a high-profile fighter. $10 million? So we couldn't come up with $15 million for a fight with Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford on pay-per-view with a belt on the line? Only one loss amongst the both of them, and that loss coming to Manny Pacquiao? Johnson Doughboy, what's going on? Y'all not hearing me. He said I'm pocket watching. He said I'm pocket watching. KP from KC5, what's going on? Kashif Dixon, what's going on? He said I'm pocket watching. You see what I'm talking about? See? Frankie C31, what's going on? Lavenge, Earl Baker, what's going on? Eric Baker, what's going on? See, this is the problem with us. Let me explain something, because the brother just said I'm pocket watching. And let me tell you something. See, this is the problem with us in our community. We always want to talk about, man, we always have this unofficial pride. 7 trillion, what's going on? Klotz, what's going on? Gerard Casher, Wayman Davis, what's going on? We have this unofficial pride. The spot, what's going on? Oh man, I'm a grown man. I don't pocket watch. Well, then how you know how to match what this man is getting or your worth if you don't know what's on the table? Answer that question. Pocket watching. Horacio Quintero, what's going on? Marquis Simon, what's going on? Shogun 76, what's going on? You don't think Bill Gates pocket watch? Huh? You don't think Bill Gates pocket watch? You don't think Warren Buffett pocket watch? You don't think they know what their competition is getting? Jay Cooley, OP King, plus size goddess, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? On the mic, my brother Terence Bailey Sr. What's going on? Go subscribe to my brother on the mic with Terence Bailey Sr. We pocket watching. That's what's wrong with us. That's why we losing. That's why we losing. Oh, I don't pocket watch. Pride. Oh, I don't pocket watch, man. I don't pocket watch. Alexander Johnson, what's going on? Pocket watch. You know what a pocket watch is? A watch. Dash Oliver, what's going on? And it tells you the time. You should know what time it is. Hence, pocket watch. It keeps you up to date. It keeps you the time. Young Bruce, what's going on? Boy, oh boy. I don't pocket watch. You think Bill Gates do anything and don't know what his competition is doing? Don't know the numbers on his competition? You think that? Oh, you think Bill Gates is saying he go into a meeting and he don't know what his competition is doing? He don't know what Apple is doing? You think that? You think Bill Gates don't know the numbers on his competition? You think? Let me give you an example. See why y'all talking about pocket watching. You shouldn't pocket watch. You shouldn't pocket watch. Let me help you out. Why you not pocket watching? Myron Smith, my brother, what's going on? Why you not pocket watching? Let me help you out. You know, in the NBA and the NFL, if you a corner, if you're a quarterback, you know what they say? You know what they say? You know how the owners pay you? Why you not pocket watching? Why you not pocket watching? You know what the owners, the billionaires, you know what the billionaires do? You know how they pay the millionaires? They base it off of the market. They base it off of the market. So they say, okay, well, this quarterback over here got this, so we'll pay you just slightly above him. Oh, this running back got this. Oh, what did that team over? Oh, you think the Patriots don't look at the Tampa Bay Bucks and say, oh, they paid their running back how much? Okay, well, that's the market for running backs because he's the highest paid running back in the league. So that's what the market is. So the market value for a running back at your position is at this. So the owners, the billionaires, they're pocket watching. While you talking about you don't pocket watch, they're pocket watching, right? And they're billionaires 10 times over. And so guess what they do? They pocket watch their competition and they say, I don't have to overpay this man because this is the market value for him. Jay Brown, my brother in the super chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, these trolls are, it's your job to talk about these things. This is a fact, great brother. My brother Jay Brown dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Right, this is my job. So when you go to ESPN, Jay Brown, when we go to ESPN, or when you go to Dazn, or you go to any of these other websites, or you go to these outlets and these websites and things, what do they tell you? Oh, your purse is this much. This person is earning this much. This purse is this much. This is this. Didn't Triller release the purse for the Regis Pro Great Night with Jake Paul? Didn't they release the purse for that and tell you what every fighter's making? You know why? Market value. But we talking about we on pocket watch. Boy, I tell you, boy. We are own roadblocks. We be our own roadblocks. Man, I don't pocket watch another man. Where you get that from? Some song that you heard? Mark Ambrose, DJ, what's going on? Where you get that from? Some song you heard? From some song you heard on the radio? And they said, I don't pocket watch another. Yeah. So let me enlighten you. While the rapper or the entertainer, the singer, whoever you got that from that started this not watching pockets, the ones above them, the billionaires, the record labels, the owners, the one that cuts the check, guess what they doing? They pocket watching. Because they're going off the market value of what you should be paid based off of what your sales are. But he's telling you don't pocket watch. Presidential Mike, my brother in the super chat, goofy Negroes be like, fight for free. Yeah, this is a fact. Boy, oh boy, man. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Oh, I don't pocket watch. Yeah. But the one that's writing your check is pocket watching. Make it, how that add up? Bella R, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? The one that's pocket watching is the one that cut the check for you. So shouldn't you step back and say, hey, wait a minute. This ain't right. He can cut my check and he's pocket watching. Emmanuel H, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute Blue and Peoples. Trolls don't understand money. This money talk, they prefer to believe pigs can fly. LOL. This is a fact. This is a fact. Right now think about this, right? Right now, we just saw Jim Lampley is signed with Triller. Get this. Jim Lampley just signed with Triller. Do you think Triller paid him based off of just, I don't know, his name is Jim Lampley? Or do you think Triller paid him based off of what he was around something, what he was making, or matching something he was doing at HBO? You don't think that Triller knows the numbers he did at HBO before they signed him, before they even contacted him? Do you think that Triller don't know what Jim Lampley was doing, what numbers he was doing and bringing in and making when he was with HBO? You think they just signed him, brought him in, and just said, okay, we're going to pay you based off of your name being Jim Lampley? Or do you think they brought him in and said, okay, well, we know it over there, we're going to match this or so on and so. How do you get matching? How can somebody match something if they don't know, if they're not pocket watching? If they're not pocket watching, then how can you match an offer? When LeBron James is a free agent, you don't think all 32 owners, you don't think they pocket watch? You don't think they saying, how much is this team paying him compared to what we paying? Or you think that they just go out on a limb and say, hey, LeBron, man, we're going to give you $500 million. Meanwhile, all the other teams, the other 31 teams, or how many teams in the NBA it is, all the other teams is saying, we wasn't going to go above 150. Esco 2 times. What's going on? We wasn't going to go above 150. I am talking boxing, the juice and squeeze. I am talking boxing, Queen. You know why I'm talking boxing? Because these are our young kids, majority of them, that come from nothing and don't know nothing about these numbers. And this is why we have Mike Tyson in the situation he was in. This is why you have so many boxers that today's time are struggling to pay their bills. They can't pay their doctor bills. They can't pay nothing. Moped Mosley, what's going on? Eric Pryor, what's going on? You know how many fighters that can't pay, can't afford to do anything? So I am talking boxing. If we're going to talk boxing, let's talk the roots. Cisco S, what's going on? Whit Ty, what's going on? Romero Harris, what's going on? I watch fighters. You go to Vegas? You ever been to Vegas and go through the hotels and see how they take fighters, old fighters from yesteryear, and have these fighters going around and signing autographs and signing pictures and doing memorabilia and doing tours to make money because they ain't make no money from the beginning because they wasn't pocket watching? The real Rick Rob, my brother, what's going on? Alex Gonzalez, what's going on? Because they wasn't pocket watching. Elliot Burgess, what's going on? Alex Gonzalez, what's going on? Farrell Films, what's going on? Mailman Mike, my brother in Super Chat, Blue is called prize fighting for a reason. This is a fact. But too many, we just want to overlook it. Man, I seen so many fighters could barely talk, could barely walk, but they got to sell their brand still 70 years old, 80 years old, 60 years old. Because they ain't got no money. Brandon Woods, what's going on? Because they wasn't pocket watching. Cornelius Weatherford, what's going on? Zoe Knows Boxing, what's going on? So, yeah, we talking boxing. Because we talking about Terence Crawford getting up out of the top rank and his stock going this way. Mr. Real Spill Johnson, what's going on? That's why I started this by saying Destiny Rivera, what's going on? That's why I started this by saying Terence Crawford need to sign with Terence Crawford. The foundation is already laid. Terence Crawford foundation is already laid, people. It's already laid. What more he got to prove? Now we want to see him in the big fights. We want to see his talent up against other talent. The foundation is already laid. The groundwork is already built. It's done. Domingo Bonello, what's going on? Keon Cobb, what's going on? Eman Neo, Noel, what's going on, great brother? The foundation is already laid. Now we just want to see Terence Crawford go ahead and compete now. Get as much money as you can and compete. Kevin Faulkner, what's going on? Big Block, what's going on? Sammy Curitan, what's going on? Now we just want to see him compete. Yeah, exactly. He need to sign with himself, Queen. Foul Film, my brother in Super Chat, you speaking the truth. Watch your money. This is the fact, great brother. That's a fact. Ask 90% of these boxers what's their net worth right now. They probably can't even tell you. They probably can't tell you. Rocco 3, what's going on? T-Real 713, my brother in Super Chat, keep talking that talk, Blue. It's the reason Manny fighting Spence, and it ain't for legacy. This is a fact. Keep it real, what's going on? Anthony Carlisle, what's going on? Chris Ashley, what's going on? Antonio Martin, what's going on? Swoop Cage, Dwayne Jones, what's going on? Salute to the ATL. Yeah. Yeah. You think in any sport, guess what? Not only do they pocket watch in their own sport, but they pocket watch their other sports. You ever see the show with Brandon Marshall and you got Fred Taylor on there, Brandon Marshall, Chad Johnson, what's the linebacker name from Miami? He went to Florida. Forgetting his name, right? So they sitting on there talking about what the NBA players make. They sitting on there talking about what the baseball players make. They sitting on there talking about what hockey players make. I am an athlete. Channing Crowder. Thank you, great brother James. Channing Crowder. They on there talking about what the baseball players make, what the hockey players make, what the NBA players make. What contract is guaranteed? They got so into it, talking about the guaranteed contracts on that show. They got so into it that they forgot they was on the show. And they was talking about the NBA contracts. They wasn't even talking about the NFL. They was talking about the NBA contracts. Whose contract is guaranteed, so on and so forth. You think they didn't know the numbers? Of course they knew the numbers. How you think they knew the numbers? Pocket watching. My brother, Carolina Ryder in the building in the Super Chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He says, salute to you, great brother. Always showing love, man. We about to be great. Me and my brother Carolina Ryder about to change the world. Right? So how you think, Jalen said, we all felt like we was in their living room. That's a fact. But how you, Destiny Rivera, peace of blessings, Queen. So how you think Terence Crawford feels? Now let's just be real here. How you look at this and you say Terence Crawford, if you Terence Crawford and you look at it from this standpoint and you say to yourself, well, Bob Arum just told me that Manny Pacquiao got $20 to $25 million to fight Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner, and he ain't gonna get nothing less than that to fight Errol Spence. Raw Dog, George Browning, what's going on? Right? Blazidos, what's going on? John Kramer, what's going on? Exactly. Canelo Alvarez did it. Canelo Alvarez do it right now. And I'm getting off of the competition. I'm just going to talk about the real. Can I talk about the real with y'all today? Can we talk about the real today? Benjamin Harrington, what's going on? Kenneth Wise, what's going on? GB Young Strike, what's going on? Brian Williams, what's going on? The Queen, Jay Lynn, said some of that is on Bud. No, not some, Queen. Not some. 90% of it is on him. Big Nick 32, what's going on? And it's time for him to change it. Not some of it is on him. 90% of it is on him because he wasn't pocket watching. Anwar Willis, what's going on? Prospect 708, what's going on? Real Talk Live Sports, what's going on? Johnson Doughboy, what's going on? Johnson Doughboy, once again, just stop talking. Johnson Doughboy, goodbye. Goodbye. Cornelius Weatherford, what's going on? Lope Man, what's going on? David Freeman, what's going on? If you don't want to learn, you don't want to pick up something, go. Okay, see you later. See you later. Goodbye, great brother. Appreciate you, but goodbye. Go ahead. Goodbye. Brother talking about, yeah, just stop watching other people's men. Well, other men, goodbye, man. Jay Brown, brother in the super chat, once again, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Crawford should have left years ago because Aaron was really messing with his paper. That's why Floyd left. This is a fact. This is a fact, Jay Brown. This is a fossil fact, like my brother MREC TV has said. Go subscribe to my brother MREC TV. Just like my brother M. Record said, fossil facts. Tone 40, what's going on? He should have been left a long time ago. As Floyd Mayweather told him, Jay Brown, I gave Terence Crawford the blueprint. Remember he said this, Jay Brown? I gave Terence Crawford the blueprint. He should be a much bigger star than what he is. But remember, Floyd Mayweather can't go that deep because then it becomes a legal situation. So he couldn't go that deep. But remember, Floyd Mayweather said, man, he should be, I gave him the blueprint. He should be a much bigger star than what he is. Benjamin Harrington, my brother in the super chat, much love to you, great brother. Appreciate you. My brother Cedric Williams in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Just checking in, showing love, bro. Keep doing your thing. Devin Haney really next up. I hope T.O. don't duck and gives him the chance to show us. That's a lucrative 2-fight deal. That's a fact. And it's just like this, right? I'm glad you said that about Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney is betting on himself. Rika Rabbit 12, Peace of West Queen. How you doing today? King B 83, what's going on? Devin Haney's betting on himself. What Teofimo Lopez just got is getting for the Triller fight. Devin Haney been getting. I'm going to say it again. Y'all ain't hear me. Devin Haney only 22. Salute to my brother Bill Haiti. Carlos Dontrell, what's going on? With Devin Haney, what Teofimo Lopez is just now getting, and shout out to Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez Sr. Now, I know we got a situation with Dev, Teofimo Lopez, Bill, Teofimo Lopez Sr. That's on them. I'm just talking about what I see from the outside in as a fan and outside, right? Bill Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, shouts out to Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Teofimo Lopez Sr. Because if they wasn't getting it before, well, they saw it now. Hold on. Remember, Teofimo Lopez, he stood his ground and said, listen, y'all going to give Vasil Lomachenko this, and I'm getting this. I'm not fighting until you give me more money. Now, they only upped it up. I believe it was, $300,000. But the point is they upped it because Teofimo Lopez said, not happening. Not happening. Or we don't have a fight. So this fight he's getting ready to get for Kambosos Jr., Devin Haney's been getting. Y'all not hearing me. He's 22 years old. Y'all can say what you want about Bill. Look at the money they bringing in. And we talking about not pocket watching? If you don't pocket watch and look at what Bill Haney is doing, then you're not paying attention to the blueprint. Road money. I mean, for us, 300,000. For me, 300,000 is a lot. For Teofimo Lopez, who's risking it all, that ain't a lot. It was just the fact that he moved the needle. Y'all didn't understand. Teofimo Lopez was in it to move the needle. That 300,000 was to move the needle and let everybody know I'm not going to stand for anything. Chris, what's going on? It was to move. It was a statement being made. It had nothing to do with the money. Y'all not hearing me. Domingo Vanilla, my brother in super chat. Bobby Arum too cheap to pay his elite fighters like Crawford. Bobby Arum is only good to sign at the beginning of the career. Other than that, that's it. But that's my thing. Again, Domingo Vanilla. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? If right now I sign to do a job and you say, hey, Blue, I'm gonna give you 10,000 to do this job. Let's use yard work because I'm doing my yard. So let's use yard work. Let's say I ask you to do a job, it's 10,000. Then I realize uh, uh, a neighbor is good. A couple of other guys doing the same job as me, but they getting 100,000, and we're doing the same job. Now, Quan 4-3, what's going on? If I resign, if now my contract is up and I sign back with the same company that's only giving me 10,000, and I'm looking at my counterparts and they getting 100,000, and I sign back with this company to only get 10,000, and now they're getting 150,000. Well, then that's not on the company. That's on me. To Mary Laurie, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? MP Dub TF, what's going on? Winter Soldier, what's going on? My brother's keeper, what's going on? No, that's not on them. That's on me. It's on you to begin with. It was on the company to begin with. When I resigned and therefore it's on me once I educated myself and understood that I could be making far more money doing the same job. Now it's on me. Jay Lynn, peace of blessings, Queen in the super chat. Like you said before, Bud was comfortable and ended up re-signing. How much longer do you think Bud will fight? Do you think he's really ready to go? Oh, he's gone. From my sources that are very, very credible with this situation, he's done. How long I think he's going to fight? That's yet to be seen, because I think at this point in time, the business of the sport of boxing and things of that nature may have took some of the joy of the love of the sport out of Terence Crawford. And again, because he trusted people. Grand Quiz 703, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Andre Van Ruyen, we don't do that, great brother. Sham Malai, what's going on? Frank the Tank, what's going on, great brother? JDL's channel, what's going on? We don't do that. We don't do that, great brother. You don't put that on nobody, great brother. Don't put that on nobody. Domingo Bonilla, my brother in the super chat. He said Crawford should have never resigned. That's a fact. That's me. What's going on? He should not have resigned. That's why I said it's not on Bob Arum for being Bob Arum. No, that's the way he's always been doing business since the 60s, for the last 60 years. What is that? The 60s is what? 2000s? 60 years. Jay Miles, brother in super chat. Blue, how do you feel about Bill being Devin's trainer? Can't help but wonder what a second trainer could do for him. Well, he brings in other trainers. Devin brings in other trainers. Usyk the Barbarian King, what's going on? Antoine Reed, what's going on? Devin bring Utu Molden, what's going on, great brother? He brings in other trainers. Devin does. It's just Devin is comfortable with his dad, as he should be. Grand Quiz 703, brother, back in the super chat. All these bosses need to be real with themselves. It's no product without the bosses. This is a fact. That's why I said today, we're going to talk about it today. Stephen Boyd, what's going on? Now, the talent in the ring and things of that nature, no. Bama Jeff 79, what's going on? That's a different story. Right now, right? See, but that's the thing, Queen. See, Bob knows. See, this like the Queen said, but Bob could have made more money. But see, Bob knows this. Cedric Battles, what's going on? Duke Doom 1, what's going on? Bob stays this way. He stays because he don't overstep. He don't try to be, he don't try to take more than needs to be taken to keep him afloat. You see what I'm saying? So he's not going to say, oh, well, you know what? We can make 600 million over here. And let's do this over here. Oh, we can make $1 billion over here. No. Vegan protein pound, what's going on? See, what Bob does is Bob stays afloat. See, Bob stays consistent all these years. When everybody's going up and down and up and down and falling off and falling out, and Bob is consistent all the way through. Texas Bulldog, what's going on? You know why? Bob is consistent all the way through. Do you know why? Because his eyes is not bigger than his stomach. Geo James, Khalil 98, what's going on? Emmanuel Harwood, what's going on? Because his eyes is not bigger than his stomach. Alan R, what's going on? His eyes is not bigger than his stomach. See, here, let me explain this to you. Y'all not hearing me. Kaz, what's going on? Bob has lost so much talent. You ever see Bob get flustered from losing talent? Y'all ain't hear me. Have you ever seen Bob get flustered or up in a tizzy or anything because he lost talent? He lost Floyd Mayweather. He lost Oscar De La Hoya. He lost Miguel Cotto. He lost Manny Pacquiao. He lost Mikey Garcia. Look at the talent he's lost. You know why? Because Bob is like, okay, I'll find another talent. May not be as much as you, may not be as big as you, but it'll keep me this way. It'll keep me still right across the board. Bob never, ever, ever. See, we so busy. We get so busy wanting to, because he's the face, that's easy to point the finger at. Why? Because Bob, no, it is very smart. It is very smart. While everybody else, while everybody else companies are going up and down, flustering and things of that nature, Bob stays afloat. Bob stays afloat. No, Bob is pocket watching. Believe that. Bob could tell you everything everybody made. Bob could tell you Joseph Obang, what's going on? Oh, this fighter made this. Oh, this fighter made that. Bob is paying attention. But he's also paying attention and saying, okay, let's see if you can keep that up for 10 years. Let's see if you can keep that up for 20 years. Because I can keep mine up at the way I do things. And he's still making tons of money. Still making tons of money. So you see, Golden Boy, they was up here at the high of the high. Now they ain't got nobody but Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz Jr. You saw all these companies going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. He don't do that. If a man could lose $1 billion and do like this, you need to learn something from that man. Do y'all remember way back when? My brother Domingo Bonilla, my brother in the super chat, I'm sure Teofimo leaving Top Rank. Oh, for sure. Teofimo Lopez already has his sights set on Teofimo Lopez Promotions. Believe that. He's invested in Teofimo Lopez. Believe that. Because Teofimo Lopez, at the tender age of 23, and his dad, however old he is, they see the business and they say, okay, as long as we could sell a brand and we can compete, then we can sell. Do y'all remember this? This threw me off one day. Let me tell y'all this. There was a situation that took place, a huge situation. I'm not going to mention it here because there's tender words here, okay? But there was a huge situation where a whole lot of people lost a lot of money. Billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires, they lost a lot of money. And back then, it's about 2000. So give y'all the opportunity to cipher through what I'm saying. But this was about 2000. We had a huge event that took place around that time that gets celebrated every year. So with that said, there was a huge drop off of money. A lot of people lost a lot of money, right? And I picked up the newspaper, the Daily News here in New York, the Daily News, and I picked up the newspaper and I turned to the back of the paper. I mean, excuse me. I I was reading the back of the paper because that's the back is where the sports was, right? It was the sports was in the back, right? So I always picked up the newspaper and went right to the back of the newspaper because sports is my thing. And so I turned it around to the front. And when I turned it around to the front, it had it had about 10 faces on it, right? And on his 10 faces, it had it had money on the side of them, and it said this is how much money they lost during this event, during this catastrophic event. This is how much money these individuals lost. And it had a face of each person, right? And as I'm reading down the faces and I'm looking at the money, and I'm like, man, they lost a lot of money, man. And I didn't pay attention because at the top of the page, it had one Bill Gates at the very top. And so I'm looking at it and I'm saying, well, because it said 450 million and $600 million lost. And these are the numbers I'm looking at, right? And I'm saying, wow, right? So how is he at the top, Bill Gates, when his only say 11? And as I'm reading down, and I'm like, well, how can he be number one? Well, maybe it's not in order. Oh, because I'm not paying attention. Maybe it's not in order. And as I'm reading, then I get to the bottom, and I said, well, let me pay it. Look, I got to go back to the top and read again. And then I realized, because a picture of him, so I always use this image. Because there was a picture of Bill Gates at the very top, like this. And his said, I'm like, how did he lose 11 million and they lost 460, 700 million, so on and so forth? No, his picture, like this, said 11 billion. Y'all ain't hear me. Everybody else's face was like this, right? They wasn't happy. He was like this. And his said 11 billion next to it. And so from that day forward, I said to myself, if a man could lose $11 billion and his reaction is to go like this, he's doing something right. T Real 713, my brother in the super chat. The reason why them poor boys getting the bag is because they market themselves to many talented fighters depending on promoters. That's a fact. They market themselves, and many talented fighters are depending on promoters. Facts. Facts, great brother. So I'm just saying. Now, how he, earns it and gets it and all of that is a whole different subject. But what I'm just saying is, if you could do that, if that could be your reaction, well then, brother, AZAP Sam, my brother in super chat, if Crawford signs with MTK, is probably to manage him since they are not promoters. He should be able to go to any network like other MTK fighters. That's a fact. That's a fact. Similar to what PBC does. Noble Royalty, my brother in super chat. What's good, Blue in chat? These boxers have to embrace ownership. This is a fact. They have to take accountability and say, well, you know something? Salute to my brother T Real 713 too. Appreciate you in the super chat dropping that. Because I ain't giving you my brother T Real. I didn't give you your proper salute for that. T Real 713 dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said the reason why them poor boys getting that bag is because they market themselves. Too many talented fighters depending on the promoters. That's a fact. Appreciate you, T Real 713. Yeah, my brother Noble Royalty, he said, what's good, Blue chat? These boxers embrace their ownership. This is a fact. They have to. They have to. I am Laurie, baby. Peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? They have to. Coppery Singer 5, what's going on? Pull counter boxing, Kenneth Wise, what's going on? So that's all I'm saying. At this stage in Terence Crawford's career, I mean, is he the biggest? Is he a bigger star than Errol Spence? No. No. But can he start the trajectory in that direction? Yes. Can he start it? Yes. Uh, Blue, do you see what Porter supposedly say about Haney fight? Have you already? I didn't. I saw it. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Black Ranger boxing. What's going on? Robert Starr. What's going on? Kevin Collada. What's going on? I didn't. I didn't. I don't fully know what he said. Some people were saying I don't know what he said, but you're gonna have to catch me up to speed. Domingo Benella, my brother in Super Chat. Bill Gates losing 11 billion ain't nothing to him. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, great brother. So what I'm saying is this, right? Is that this is the opportunity for Terence Crawford, right, to be able to say, Tax Tack, what's going on? He said the narratives, what narratives, great brother, Tax Tack? DeAndre Smith, what's going on? Tamari Laurie, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Have you watched the promotion video from Floyd and Paul fight? No, I watched the you talking about 24/7s? Dog Money, what's going on? Tax Tack, what narrative? What narrative? Kanad Williams, the SS family, what's going on? You said the narratives. What narratives? Are you referring to me or are you talking to somebody else? Mamba mentality, what's going on? Because you said the narrative. What narratives? I'm curious to know. William Quick, what's going on? You said the narratives are funny. What narrative? I didn't time out anybody. Roll money. I don't time out nobody. I don't time out anybody. And if I time you out, then you'll know. Version, Brian Elwes, what's going on? I see so many people saying that Rika Rabbit, right? It does feel a little bit, but I'm headed down there. So Jorge Garcia, Alan R, what's going on? Cliff Young, what's going on? Roll Money said, not you, Blue. Oh. No, it's not too late for Bud J. Cooley. He only 33. AJ Celestine, what's going on? Nelson Armstrong, what's going on? He got plenty of time. David Hambone Hamilton, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in his Super Chat. Much love to you, great brother. It's not. Terence Crawford got plenty of time at 33. The biggest fight in the sport of boxing is Terence Crawford and Errol the True Spence Jr. The biggest fight in boxing right now is going to be, and this is why I want them to capitalize on the biggest fight in boxing. Why? Because Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury. The biggest fight in boxing is going to once again be Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Just is. That's what it's going to be. Smash the like button because I know we got 1,100 people here, and we should have 1,100 likes. And I know we don't have nowhere near that. I know we don't have nowhere near that. So smash that like button and let's get the likes all the way up. Because I know we don't have nowhere near it. Drew on letter, what's going on? Eric One, what's going on? 800 likes. 1,100 people, 800 likes. Smash the like button. Saray, great brother, what's going on? So, Terence Crawford is very talented. Victor Naives, what's going on? Right? Alan Green, what's going on? And here he has a huge opportunity, not just for himself. Let me explain. Lynette Bowman, peace of blessing, Queen. How you doing today? She said, I've been trying to send a super chat. Yeah, my people's Boston Trav, what's going on? My peopleizations, Jimmy Nunez, what's going on? Taylor for Wealth, what's going on? My peopleizations, do me a favor, man. Drop $1 in the super chat. Refresh the super chat. The Queen says she can't Lynette Bowman says she can't send a super chat. My peoples, just drop $1 in the super chat, refresh the super chat, and it should refresh, or maybe refresh it on your end. But yeah, this is just dig on my brother Soldier Boy. He dropped, so that probably refresh it too, Queen. My brother Soldier Boy 911 in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute from Philly, my good brother Blue. Look no further than McGregor. Love him or dislike him. Nobody in combat sports sells themselves like he does, and he was doing it from the boxers, from the MMA. Boxers should have followed. This is a fact. Facts. It continues. The blueprint continues to be laid. It continues to be laid. And it's just too many boxers with too much talent that's not grasping it. Alan, what's going on? Too many boxers, Soldier Boy, that's not grasping it. And they should be grasping it because you are the product. Without you, the boxers, and without you, the fans, there is no boxing. People, let me say it again. Without the boxers and without you, the fans, there is no boxing. None. Non-existent. Nuke Juice, my brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. It don't exist. Grindhard Sports Nation, what's going on? Tex Rock, what's going on, great brother? Denzel Horton, what's going on, great brother? My brother in the super chat, dropping that dollar in the on your boy Blue. My brother Real Gamer in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. David Models, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Array the Scholar, what's going on? Jay Lynn, the Queen in the super chat. Appreciate you, Queen. Mr. Ali, what's going on? So let me explain to y'all, right? It's not just about Terence Crawford. Showtime, the guy, what's going on? Let me explain. Love Lost 08, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Good work as always, Blue. Appreciate you 1,000%. So let me explain to y'all, right? And smash the like button. We should have 1.1K likes. So can we get the likes to 1.1K, please, my peoples? Let's work. Let's work, and let's work some more. So, Demetrius Bright, what's going on? It's not about just Terence Crawford, because Terence Crawford has so many fighters behind him that look up to him. Oh, Love Lost 08. Peace and blessings, Queen. I'm sorry. I apologize. She said, "Oh, I'm a woman. I'm sorry, Queen. Sorry. I stand corrected. Peace and blessings, Queen. Appreciate you dropping that. Duh! On your boy Blue in the super chat. Dago 619 Cali Factor. What's going on, great brother? So here's the thing, right? Salute to my brother Boxing Trav in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Much love to you. Appreciate you, Queen. Will Latimer, what's going on? So Terence Crawford has so many fighters behind him. Shakur Stevenson's, all of these fighters that they look up to Terence Crawford. So he has a chance to not just Versatile TV, what's going on? Big George 850, Robert Brown, what's going on? Not for himself, Roberto Esparza, what's going on? Just like Canelo Alvarez said, he's doing it for the Ryan Garcias, the Andy Ruiz Juniors, the fighters that come behind him and look up to him. Well, Terence Crawford now has the ability, he has the opportunity to make a change for them as well, to give them direction as well. Maybe they don't see the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, right? Maybe they don't see the Canelo Alvarez blueprint. Okay, cool. Well, they'll see the Terence Crawford blueprint, right? Southern T Boxing, my brother in the building. What's going on? Go subscribe to my brother Southern T Boxing, right? Kelly Smith, what's going on? So maybe they don't grasp that concept, right? Madison Family HQ, what's going on? Right? So, but Ball Jr., what's going on? But Terence Crawford, maybe he could reach out to the people that follow him and look up to him. There's so many boxers in the sport of boxing that follow Terence Crawford. He can make a change for them. So it's not just about Terence Crawford. It's about Terence Crawford making a change overall. Falcon Foot, my brother in the super chat, dropping that. Duh! On your boy Blue in the super chat. Nothing but love, Blue. Salute. Crawford has all stops at welterweight so far. Yeah, he does. He got last 6 fights, he got to stop his knockouts. Last 6 fights. So Shakur Stevenson coming up behind Terence Crawford. Show Shakur Stevenson, great brother. Now Terence Crawford have the opportunity to make a change for Shakur Stevenson as well. This is how it's done. Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Soldier Boy 911, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another half a go on your boy Blue in the super chat. What do they expect from Aram? He was Don King's right hand man, so you know he's seen it all. He's always going to get his fighters 1 second. He's always going to get his fighters 1 second. Yep. His fighters second. Yeah. Jeremy Martinez, what's going on? Ben Taken, what's going on? So, right, Walt Leaker, what's going on? That's no blueprint for anyone to follow from Terence Crawford. What do you mean it's no blueprint from Terence Crawford? Yeah, it is a blueprint. Chris Garcia, what's going on? I just said that Terence Crawford has the opportunity. He has the opportunity right now to lay a blueprint. Benjamin Wilkins, what's going on? He has the opportunity right now to lay the groundwork. Come second, okay. I thought that's what you meant, Soldier Boy. Clarence McLean, what's going on? He said he's always going to get his first and fight is going to come second. Facts. Charles Johnson, what's going on? Charles Bell, what's going on? Stephen Boyd, what's going on? And so that's my thing, right? And so right now, Terence Crawford, listen, we're going to have to do it this way and this way. And you think Shakur Stevenson not going to follow suit? Leandro Guthrie Jr., what's going on? Not saying Shakur Stevenson is just going to mosey right behind Terence Crawford, but he's going to see. Terence Crawford gets the opportunity to open the eyes for other fighters coming up behind him, not just for himself. He's already helping, his fighters, all the fighters around him. He holds them down. But now he could do it even in the business sense as well. So they don't go down the same avenue. Main event Mark, my brother in the super chat. We need to get the Northeast LDBC together soon, bro. Oh, for sure. For sure. I'm 100. What's going on? For sure. So right now, Terence Crawford, he has the opportunity to say, listen, Nino Brown, what's going on? Okay, this is y'all now you see both sides, right? You saw how I stayed loyal. I did this. I stayed 10 toes down. I stayed loyal, stayed committed. And I never got the fights I wanted to get. D. McGee, what's going on? Now I'm going to exit stage left, right? And now you could be your own boss, co-promote with everybody else, be your own boss. Nappy Kings, what's going on? And when you need to do business with this company to make this fight happen, okay, well, let's partner up like Devin Haney. That's the Athlete's Journal. What's going on? Athlete's Journal said Crawford is with MTK Global. Oh, that's news to me. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Smash the like button. That's what I'm saying, Sleepy Hollow Tips. Right? So you, Terence Crawford, or I need to fight, this guy. Okay, well, I'll do a partnership with him. It's just like Devin Haney. Right? Devin Haney is like, listen, I'm going to do it myself. Look at Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, he said, okay, I need to make these 2 fights at super middleweight so I could become undisputed, right? And I'll do a 2-fight deal to assure myself to get the 2 fights that I need here back with Dazn. Remember how surprised everybody was when Canelo Alvarez went back and did fights on Dazn. Everybody was like, Carrie Pete, what's going on? Remember, Donald now 66-year-old G Grant, Triple OG in the building. What's going on with you? Remember, Canelo Alvarez initially, Ardenas Tillman, what's going on? And this was confirmed by Caleb Plant. Because remember, initially, when he left out of Golden Boy and Dazn, he tried to go fight Caleb Plant. Remember, it was even on BoxRec, right? And then Caleb Plant said, well, it was too short notice for us, so we decided to turn the fight down. Just Joe King, what's going on? Then Canelo Alvarez. So obviously Canelo Alvarez was going to do a 1-fight, 2-fight deal with the PBC. But when he turned it down, Canelo said, okay, so while you wait, I'll go over here and pick up these 2 belts. Let me do a 2-fight deal with a 3-fight deal with Matchroom and Dazn. Just 3 fights. Because I'm betting on myself. I'm betting that I'm going to win these fights. So I'm going to do a 3-fight deal. Liam McPherson, what's going on? With Matchroom and Dazn to get these 3 belts. So what was that? Caleb Smith, Avni Yildirim, and then Billy Joe Saunders. And now, once again, he's a free agent. Salute to my brother, that guy George, in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Much love to my brother, that guy George, in the super chat. Much love. Right? And so Canelo said, I'm going to go over there. I'll get these belts. And so now he's back where he bet on himself. He got what? 20 to 25 to $30 million per fight. So let's say he got 30, 60, $90 million for 3 fights. Now he's a free agent. He did that in a span of, he fought Caleb Smith in what? November, right? Right? No, he fought Caleb Smith in December, right? Then he fought, December. Then he fought Caleb Smith in December. Then he came back in February. He fought Avni Yildirim. And then he fought Billy Joe Saunders in May. In that short period of time, when was that fight, man? That fight with Caleb Smith was when? December, right? December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months. He got a 3-fight deal done in 6 months, people. Y'all ain't hear me. Canelo Alvarez got a 3-fight deal done in 6 months. In 6 months, he got $90 million, 3 fights, and the contract over with. Now he's getting ready to do it again. Robert Burgess, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Robert Burgess in the super chat, dropping that on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, salute. It's about time Bud Crawford left. Oh, for sure. It's time. He outgrew it. See page 412 gaming. What's going on? He outgrew it. Winter Soldier, my brother in the super chat. Do you think AJ is going to vacate the WBO and not fight Usyk? No. But I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think that the belts aren't as important as they say they are. Sir Dante Fox, my brother in the super chat. What up, Blue? Shakur should see it already, seeing as how he didn't get the Valdez fight. Oh, for sure. For sure. He definitely should see that writing on the wall. Nutso 357, what's going on? Z Stacks 1017, what's going on? Slim Jim 314, what's going on? Muhammad Khan, what's going on? Colin Moore, what's going on? Oh, for sure. But my thing is this, right? Mikey One, what's going on? John Gray, what's going on? Monk Mega, what's going on? My thing is this. That's why Terence Crawford has the opportunity to show him loyalty don't always pay off. You see what I'm saying? It don't always pay off for you at the end. Anthony Joshua, he told us it's not about the fighter, it's about the belt. Now, listen, people, we got 1,100 people. We should have 1.1K likes. Smash the like button. Big Dose 513, where you been at, great brother? Forest 20, what's going on? Capital City, what's going on? Thomas Moreland, what's going on? Smash the like button. We should have 1.1. We should be working on 1.2 likes. What are we doing? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Let's work. Moby Cam, what's going on? Sean Miller, what's going on? Let's work. Get the likes to. We should already be at 1.2K on this one. My brother in super chat. No brainer, PBC or bust. Bud played himself by not taking a 60-40 for EJ. Becomes A+ side if he beats Manny Pacquiao on WBA belt, and should get 70-30 for a Bud fight. See, but this is what I'm saying, right? Bud now has the opportunity to still rectify it. Ken Dub 718, what's going on? Because if he could become a free agent, or he resign, or he signs with the PBC, well, then it works out for him. Texas OG, what's going on? Then it works out for him. Mo L, what's going on? Because he don't have to pay a percentage to Bob Arum anymore. He gonna make it up for not having to pay too many other people. Lynette Bowman, peace and blessings, Queen, in the super chat. Good work, Blue. Appreciate you, Queen. Donald Favors, what's going on? Troy Ramsey, what's going on? South Phoenix Rising, what's going on? Coel Doug, what's going on? Do you think he'll fight Spencer Porter? Yeah, if he go to the PBC. Listen, remember, he said, I already know if I wasn't with the PBC and Bob Arum, I would have already had these fights. So he already knows. Corin Thomas, what's going on? He already understands what he's losing. He already knows. He can't take any more time though at 33 years old. It's time. Now it's time. You got to do something. TJ Lattimore, what's going on? Now you got to do something. Now you got to do something. You got to make a move so it can benefit you. And again, like I said, it's a lesson. You get to teach the fighters behind you. Hey man, this the way I did it, it don't work out. Man, I was watching the Mike Tyson story yesterday, right? And this should let you all know everything you need to know. Even though I knew this, it just to have it reassured, right? Was once again was like, it was mind-boggling. So I'm watching the Mike Tyson story last night, right? Again. The second part comes on tonight. But I'm watching the first part. And smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. But I'm watching it, right? And the part comes up where his manager had transitioned. Not Custom Model. Custom Model had already transitioned, right? Yeah, Glenn Tasky, what's going on? Yeah, Jalen. Joe Davis 2310, what's going on? And remember, when his manager transitioned, and Don King, he showed up to the services, and they said that's when Don King put the full court press on Mike Tyson. Huh? Black Bruce Wayne Jr., what's going on? Young Fortune, what's going on? And I was like, huh? Barry Wilson, what's going on? And I said to myself, isn't that something? Isn't that something? And Don was like, no. They was like, Don, did you do it? And like, no, I ain't do that then. You know, I ain't never even had a conversation with him. And I was like, huh? Now we knew that Don had a conversation with Mike, but he was like, I ain't even have a conversation with him. I ain't even talk to him. That's what he told the world. I ain't even talk to him. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute, young king. I ain't even talk to him. If y'all ain't see that, go back and watch that. Shifting gears, what's going on? Appreciate you, great brother. He said, I ain't even talk to him. So how you sign with him? That's what Dom like. I don't know. Only in America. Only in America. Huh? So that just goes to show you about the business in the sport of boxing. I am Lori Baby. Peace and blessings, Queen, in the super chat. Dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. She said, hey, Blue from Philly, if Crawford signed with MTK Global. Oh, you from Philly? She said, "Hey, Blue from Philly. If Crawford signed with MTK Global, oh, he can get all the smoke. Canelo is gliding through while cherry picking, getting rich. As he don't fight young and in their prime boxes. Oh, yeah, yeah. But I am Lori Baby. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But my thing is, right. So what I was talking about was the business, though, right? The fact that Canelo said, "See, he's winning in the business part." That's what I'm saying. Loving down Gaither, what's going on? Old Paul Boston, what's going on? So my thing, I am Lori Baby, is that he's winning at the business part of the sport of boxing because he got a $90 million in 6 months and 3 fights, and now he's in this short period of span. He bet on himself. He got out of his contract. He got the fights he wants. He got the money he wants. He's getting the belts he wants. He's accomplishing what he wants to accomplish. And guess what? While doing it, his fan base is supporting him, and he's making sure he teaches the fighters coming up behind him that look up to him and follow him. He's making sure that he teaches them, listen, this is how the business is doing with us. So why don't we make the business work for us? You see what I'm saying? So he said, give me a 3-fight deal. I'll sign a 3-fight deal. I'm gonna get this 3-fight deal over in 6 months. Brown Squad Inc. What's going on? And look at his fan base. They support him right through thick and thin. Why? Because he don't let the business overrun him in the sport of boxing. He don't let it happen. And what did he say? I'm doing this for my Mexican fan base and my people that's coming behind me. That's what he said. Von Noah, what's going on? Floyd Mayweather does it, and we don't follow. Say it again. Floyd Mayweather did it, and we're not following the blueprint. Floyd Mayweather's doing it, and we're not following the blueprint. You see what I'm saying? Jersey Cash, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that quarter of a hundo and a cinco on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said, Bud, the clock is ticking. We need to see something. Haney is my boy, but his chin won't survive Tank. I think Wilder should have took the step aside money and fight the winner, paid twice. No, they would have never gave him the winner, great brother. Devin Haney is not chinny. Tank Davis got a land that punch, and every fight is different. Montreal, Virginia Beach, what's going on? Every fight is different, so Tank got to land that punch. Easier said than done. Remember, Jorge Linares landed that punch 5 seconds into. We're overstating the punch. Okay, SLM channel, what's going on? We're overstating Devin Haney getting hit. That was the 10th round. 5 seconds left into the 10th round. In the round, he dominated. He got clipped with a punch he did not see. Every boxer that gets clipped with a punch, what's the first thing they tell you? The punches that hurt the most is the ones you don't see. He got hit with, it was a 5-6 punch combination, and the last punch in that combination got through. He slipped all the other punches. That one punch got through, he didn't see it, and it buzzed him. That doesn't mean he's chinny. And that doesn't mean he's going to fight Tank in the same manner he fought Jorge Linares in the pocket. Why would he? When he has all the advantages and he could just outbox Tank from range. Edward Rather Jr., what's going on? You understand? So, then Jonathan Hill, GQ, what's going on? And then Deontay Wilder should not have taken the step aside money, because if he take the step aside money, first of all, there was no step aside money. Let's just go ahead and do away with that. We already know they never even offered step aside money. Bob Arum already explained that. Eddie Hearn already showed us that. They never even offered step aside money. So we got to stop repeating that they said any step aside money, because there was never an offer for step aside money to begin with. There was never an offer. So we continue to repeat this, that step aside money, when we know that not to even be true. There never was step aside money even offered. Kick science socially, what's going on? And they were trying to wiggle around him with a contract that obligated them to have a trilogy match. So what would lead us to believe that they would take he would get the winner of the fight? Now Eddie Hearn already let us know they never even offered Deontay Wilder step aside money, and they told Eddie Hearn that he didn't even want the trilogy match. Eddie Hearn said that he asked Bob, "Well, did you offer or look to give him step aside money?" And Bob Arum told him no. He just asked Al Heyman, "Is that a possibility?" Al Heyman said no. Santino's boxing, what's going on? Show me what's going on. He said Al Heyman said no, and then Bob Arum said he left it as that. So what step aside money was there offered? There was none. There was no step aside money on the table. And if you have a contract in place and they're trying to wiggle around you with a contract in place, what would lead you to believe that they're going to give you the trilogy match, or he's going to get the winner after they fight? Eugene M, what's going on? Nicholas Savage, what's going on? Think about that. No. He's never asked for step aside money, and it's not about, and he made it abundantly clear. If they did offer him step aside money, it's not about that. It's about his legacy. That's what we asked for. Kufu X, what's going on? Yeah, I know Jim Lampley signed with Triller, and Brian Custer just signed with ESPN. Robert Burnell, what's going on? Lloyd Lawrence, UK, my brother, what's going on? Nicholas Savage, no, that's not the case anymore. But everybody has a whiff, Nicholas Savage, of how they could get a part of the sport of boxing, and now it's even more ruleless, so to speak. Pull counter boxing, what's going on? So that's boxing for you. It's all over the place. Adam Nuis, what's going on? Soul Eater 420, what's going on? My brother Jay Cooley said, Bud, if you're trying to fight Errol, Sean, or Keith, him same goal for Errol after Pac fight. Where you go? Not trying to fight Bud, him too. Markeith Henry, what's going on, great brother? Rodriguez Jackson, what's going on? Marcus the Great, what's going on? So that's just that. Let me get my big brother, the historian, up in here. So so this is the so the sport of boxing. Willie Perdue, what's going on? Well, yeah, Brian Custer, he signed with ESPN. Moses King, what's going on? And Jim Lampley just signed with Triller. Hey, Triller's trying to make it official. Moses King, what's going on? I guarantee Triller, they bring in Roy Jones. Well, Roy Jones, he just said that he don't like. He said he agreed with Mike Tyson. He don't like the way they did business. So I don't know if they're gonna bring in Roy Jones, but they're gonna build a serious platform. See page 412 gaming, brother in super chat. How do you think Haney versus Garcia plays out? I think that's the easiest fight for Devin Haney's career. Styles to make fights. I think that's the easiest fight for Devin Haney in his career. Ryan Garcia is flat-footed. Devin Haney could box. Easiest fight for Devin Haney in his career, in my opinion. Easiest fight. So, I believe that Triller. I believe that Triller is trying to build something. And before we, I know I know, but see, the thing is, Jalen, they're gonna build a real boxing platform out of this. It's just like, remember, so long Dazn, we was like, man, Dazn built a real boxing platform now. Now it's legit. Oakland man, what's going on? Now Dazn, they putting on real legit fights. I look forward to this Dazn. I'm like, what Dazn put on? Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn. We can say what we want. We know he's with the situation with Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. That what Eddie Hearn is doing, right, is protecting his fighters, protecting his interests. Patrick M, what's going on? Yeah, but remember, Jalen, it didn't start off that way. Remember, Jalen, now we know it to just be real boxing. The zone didn't start off that way. It started off like Triller. There was concert atmosphere. It was, remember, the zone introduced us the first YouTube boxing and all of that. That was the zone. Tony Johnson, what's going on? King Rel, what's going on? That was the zone that introduced us to that. Real talk, Audrey Grill, what's going on? I'm not sold on Haney right now. I don't know why. Man, y'all, let me tell you what, real talk, Audrey Grill. Why are you not sold on Devin Haney? Papa Legba, what's going on? Why wouldn't you be sold on Devin Haney? Bro, you witnessed him outbox and outclass one of the best boxers at 130, 135. And Jorge Linares. Nobody has ever outboxed Jorge Linares, not even Lomachenko. At the time of the stoppage, he got the stoppage victory. That's called wear and tear. He got the stoppage victory over Lomachenko. Lomachenko got the stoppage victory over Jorge Linares. At the time of the stoppage, even then, one of the judges had Jorge Linares up on the cards. Y'all are devaluing Jorge Linares, people. Charles Johnson, Devin should have done better. Better than what? Man. Boston Guru, my brother in the super chat. Haney beats Queen, Lion Garcia, Spence beats Manny, and Bud should be chasing Ugas right now. Well, the thing about Terence Crawford looking up for the Ugas fight is Ugas is getting ready to be removed from the super champion. So it's going to be Manny Pacquiao reinstated. So it's not the belt like you think it is. So y'all quick to y'all jumping off. Man, I'm not sold on Haney. What did he show you that you're not sold on all night? All night. What's going on? Patrick M said Haney put on a hug show. You did not see Devin Haney put on a hug show. Please stop. Please stop. He only started tying up in the 11th and 12th round after he was buzzed. Please stop. He stood right in front of Linares and he was stood in the pocket and fought Linares. When you stand in the pocket with a 3-division world champion, a 3-division world champion, a Hall of Famer, you run the risk of getting clipped. He got clipped. His power, I don't like. Okay, let me ask you a question. Here we go. We overstate power. His power, I don't like. Okay. Who has more power, Manny Pacquiao or Juan Manuel Marquez? Who has more power, Marquez or Manny Pacquiao? Juan Manuel Marquez in his career has hit the canvas over 12 times, over 10 times at the very least. Right? M. Stokes, what's going on, great brother? Now watch this. Juan Manuel Marquez, he hit the deck against Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley is not the biggest puncher in the world. Is he? No. Timothy Bradley knocked down Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez was knocked down by Floyd Mayweather. Juan Manuel Marquez was knocked down 6 times by Manny Pacquiao. Juan Manuel Marquez has been down in other fights in his career. Right? Terrell Grace 04, what's going on? Victor Griffith, Wayne Jr., what's going on? Juan Manuel Marquez fought Manny Pacquiao 4 times. Juan Manuel Marquez showed that Manny Pacquiao has the more sturdy chin, right? Who's hit the deck more, Marquez or Manny Pacquiao? That would be one Juan Manuel Marquez, right? He hit the deck 3 times in the first fight. He didn't get up and knock Manny Pacquiao out. He hit the deck in the second fight. He hit the deck in the third fight. And he hit the deck in the fourth fight, right? They fought 4 times. Manny Pacquiao is the bigger knockout artist, the bigger puncher. Who was put to sleep in the fight? Mr. B. Yeah, Michael Casitas dropped him too. So who was put to sleep in the fight? So that shows you Marquez wasn't the bigger puncher. Marquez don't have the stronger chin, right? So who hit the deck? Who went to sleep? And who arguably won all those fights? Who went to sleep? So what did power have to do with anything? What did power have to do with it? And what did chin have to do with it? Because Marquez was down by Casillas, Mayweather, Tim Bradley, Manny Pacquiao 5, 6 times. But did Manny Pacquiao, who's the stronger puncher, hitting the guy with the weaker chin, did Manny Pacquiao ever knock out Marquez? Did Marquez ever look like he was in trouble of getting knocked out or stopped in any of those fights? A lesson learned. What's going on? So you know what? It was called boxing ability on Marquez's part, timing on Marquez's part, and counterpunch ability. Tyson Fury is 6'9", 270 pounds, and he has a total of 4 knockouts his entire career. And he's hit the deck by a cruiserweight. So 5 seconds left in one round that he dominated. He got clipped with a punch he didn't see, and all of a sudden you're not sold on him. And you have people saying he was hugging Jorge Linares when he only was tying up in the 11th and 12th round. The rest of the fight, he stood right in the pocket. So please explain to me, what was y'all looking at? Patrick M said Tyson Fury is a heavyweight. All them dudes got power. Obviously not. He only has 4 knockouts. DPK, Saving, what's going on? Trillion in State of Mind, what's going on? He only has 4 knockouts at 6'9" and 270 pounds. So all of them don't have power because clearly he don't have power. In 30 fights, he has 4 knockouts. So clearly he doesn't have power. Doesn't have power. Devin Haney has more knockouts than Tyson Fury. A 30-year-old, 31-year-old, 6'9", 270-pound man has less knockouts than a 5'8", 135-pound, 22-year-old kid. But you're telling me Devin Haney don't have power? Devin Haney has more knockouts than Tyson Fury, by far. The Cali Enigma, my brother in the super chat. Go subscribe to my brother, the Cali Enigma. Cali dropped the link in the chat so people can subscribe to your channel. He said, it just happened again. Your channel wasn't showing the live stream until 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that they're doing it's amazing, Cali. Amazing. Amazing. I'm not surprised. Cali, drop the link so people can subscribe to your channel, great brother. My brother Wendell Augusti in the super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue is kind of good thing that does happen because now he looks like food. Now people are more inclined to fight him. Let them come get that work. No, Wendell Augusti, they know exactly what Devin Haney brings to the table. Believe that. Believe that. See, unlike the fans, Yaakov One White, what's going on? Unlike the fans that just look at it and they say, "Oh man, Haney ain't got no chin." He ain't got no chin, huh? You think that other boxers didn't realize he outboxed one of the best boxers in the world for 10 rounds straight, dominating him? He showed you the first 3 rounds. He didn't even have to stand in the pocket. He only did that for you, the fans, the entertainment, and the press for the knockout. And Vital Sports, what's going on? Boss Talk Sports, my brother in the super chat. They want to watch a bar fight. This is boxing. This is a fact. And so, how many knockouts do Vasyl Lomachenko have? I'll wait. How many knockouts does Teofimo Lopez have? Jorge Linares dropped Vasyl Lomachenko with the same right hand he buzzed Devin Haney with. Did Teofimo Lopez drop Vasyl Lomachenko? But y'all say Teofimo Lopez got more power. So does Teofimo Lopez have more power than Jorge Linares, or he don't? Yes or no? Does Teofimo Lopez have more power than Jorge Linares? Yes or no? Yes or no? Jay will win. What's going on, great brother? Appreciate you. Tunnel Vision. What's going on? Tunnel Vision. He took the punch. He took the shot and adjusted, but people have the right to judge him like we do everyone else. That's not what it's about, Tunnel Vision. It's about what's right and what's wrong. It's about facts over feelings. It's not about people saying, "Oh, well, we want to say this or say that." No, it's not. That's not that. He took a punch in the last 5 seconds. We're going to talk about the real. He took a punch in the last 5 seconds of the 10th round in a 5-punch combination, a 6-punch combination that he didn't see. We know the punch you don't see is the one that hurt you the most. Linares was landing a punch for the first 10 rounds, and it didn't have that effect. It was the one he didn't see that buzzed him. So if we don't understand what we're looking at, then we must educate. It was the punch he didn't see that buzzed him and hurt him. The ones he saw from Linares didn't do that. But the same right hand put Jorge Linares and put Vasyl Lomachenko on the canvas for the first time in his career, officially. Teofimo Lopez hit Lomachenko with big punches. Did he drop him in 12 rounds? No, Juice, my brother in Super Chat, I thought Haney was exceptional. One takeaway I had was that Shakur is a better defensive fighter. I could give you that. Absolutely, I could give you that. But again, we have to see Shakur Stevenson in with a Jorge Linares. We never seen Shakur Stevenson in with a Jorge Linares or a Gamboa. You're talking about 2 Olympic gold medalists and 3 division world champions. Who is Teofimo Lopez? Sarah Marshall, what's going on? Who is Teofimo Lopez? Excuse me. Who is Shakur Stevenson? And I love Shakur Stevenson. Who has Shakur Stevenson been in the ring with the level of Jorge Linares or Yoriokas Gamboa? King Rail said he has better footwork. How could you say that when you didn't see him in the ring with a guy slick and crafty like Jorge Linares? I'm just asking. And y'all know I love Shakur Stevenson. That's my guy. I think I got him and Devin Haney's the future of the sport of boxing. But I'm asking a question. I have to see Shakur in there with that level of opponent. Because even the great Floyd Mayweather, who's arguably the greatest defensive fighter ever graced the sport of boxing, he got clipped by Marcos Maidana in a pull counter that he missed. And guess what? The last 5 seconds of a round. Mr. Smith Job 278, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, King. Came in late. What you cooking up today? Oh, man, we got a lot in the pot. We got a lot in the pot going, King. Got a lot in this pot going. Christopher Schaefer, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He says, "Salute, brother Blue. I'm late as can be. I'm late as can be, but I'm here now. If I don't catch the live, I always hit the playback. Hashtag loyalty, loyal to the soil. Salute, my great brother Christopher Schaefer, man. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Nothing but love for my peopleizations. We got my brother Kurt Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, aka the historian, aka my brother, my co-host. What's goody with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, man, what's going on with you, my brother? What's up, chat, aka the family? I'm in a good mood. Every time I listen to some 70s soul music, it soothes my soul. Some Eddie Kendricks here and some Al Green, some Stevie Wonder. It just does something to me, man. I'm in a very good mood.
Yeah. Kurt, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me address my brother Tunnel Vision.
Yes, sir.
He says, at Blue, if that's the case, why did you say Shakur beats Tank before seeing him versus Better Khan? Question mark. Because I'm talking about his skill set. That doesn't mean that I don't believe that Tank could hit him or clip him with a punch. And I still said it's a 50-50 fight. But I said I favor Shakur Stevenson and his skill set to win the fight. I also said I favor Devin Haney to win that fight because of skill set. So what I'm saying to you is this. What I said was, how do you know that Shakur won't get hit with the same punch that Devin Haney got hit with if he faced the level of opposition of a Jorge Linares and Yoriokas Gamboa? You don't know that. I'm not saying that Shakur Stevenson won't win the fight against Gamboa and Jorge Linares, but I said, how do you know he won't get hit with the same punch that Devin Haney got hit with? It was a 5-6 punch combination, and the last punch in the last seconds of the round got through and buzzed him. That's all. Period. Jermaine Bean, my brother in Super Chat. Kurt, Jake Paul, moving boys off that fight date. Yeah. You saw that, Kurt?
What's that?
Jake Paul fighting Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I did see it. Yeah, I mean, Gary Russell has some negative things to say about the Paul brothers. He said they're making a mockery out the sport. But he included Mayweather. But Mayweather is the kind of guy, if he can make money off you, he's going to oblige you because he's a businessman. Right after the Gaddy fight, his whole demeanor changed in the sport of boxing. He just had to keep winning. And the McGregor fight made him so much money. And now this fight, I don't know how much he's going to pocket, but he's going to clean up again.
Curry, I'm hearing he's going to get over 150 million.
You got to be kidding me.
I kid you not.
And we don't know what the pay-per-view is going to do. It's on a Sunday, so that's different. And I never seen a fighter that hold all the cards before. Never.
And that's why they doing. You see, they doing it 24/7 now for this fight and all of that. The build-up. It must be to pay back that purse. Because remember when he fought Tenchi, and he didn't do all of this
No,
24/7 and all that.
that was a money grab. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was a money grab. What it was, 1 round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Now this is he's promoting it, so it must be to get the return on that investment. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. When Mayweather beats, which one I get him mixed up? Logan, he fighting?
Logan, yeah, because Jake
When
is
he
gonna fight Woodley, so it's Logan, yeah.
Yeah, if he beats Logan Paul, Jake beats Tyron Woodley, he's gonna wind up fighting his brother. That's my prediction.
Oh yeah, I can see that. And
That's
you know
my
that,
prediction.
and Kurt, that's real boxing now, right?
Yeah.
Because that's on Showtime Saturday Showbox.
Yeah. And a lot of fighters ain't happy, but the climate is just different, man. I mean, you can fault the boxers, it's just 2021 is different, man. And the Pauls, they taking advantage of it. And this is what happened when you let people in, you're gonna have stuff like this. So I got mixed emotions, but I understand business. I'm a businessman. Anything to make money, it's going to come about, and they get millions of dollars as well. But Floyd, he's going to clean up again, fighting YouTubers.
Yep. And that's the thing, Kurt. See, they building him, Jake Paul, right? If they can get him, if he could beat Tyron Woodley, right, Kurt? Right now, it's getting more respectable, right? Now we know as hardcore boxing fans, Tyron Woodley is not a boxer, right? This is not what he does, right? If he beats Tyron Woodley, he's garnering experience. Now, if he beats, now you put him in the ring with a novice or an up and coming boxer or something like that, and he actually wins with his namesake already and his brand. Well, then you put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, it's going to be enormous.
Yeah, I can see that they building it. See, one thing about America, America is an expert at selling things to people. When you know something that's fake, and people still pack the arenas like WWF, and it still sells, a multi-billion-dollar industry, then that's an ingenious plan. America loves sensationalism, and there's a saying: the bigger the lie, the more people will believe. And this is what's going on. They're going to sell Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They got the skateboarders. Now, fans in here in the chat, my family and you and me, we know what's going on, but we're only like a small percentage of hardcore boxing fans in the world, in America. And you could sell it to casuals, and you could sell it to skateboarders, the backpackers, and the guys that wore the wool hats in the summertime.
Yep. And that William Sebastian, what's going on? Makai Willis, what's going on? Raw Hit, Guard Bio, what's going on? And so a lot of people, Kurt, the real Rick Rob, what's going on? Big Theodore, what's going on? Boxing MMA 365, what's going on, great brother? Gar Arison, what's going on? Kurt, a lot of people feeling like there could be something brewing with this Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight. Joe Hart, what's going on? That he's so much bigger, and that it may just be an outcome we don't expect. What's your thoughts on that? Stuart Chapman, what's going on?
I don't see that. The talent gap is so wide. It's when you're not a professional fighter and you're fighting a great fighter, even though Floyd is 44, it's just different. It's the gap is like the Grand Canyon. And I know he's big, but to beat a professional boxer in a boxing ring, you have to have professional type experience and professional type of talent just to be in a fight with Floyd. And Floyd's going to toy with him. He's big, but it's just different, being a professional fighter and not a novice, a great one. So Floyd knows this. I mean, I'm quite sure Floyd sized him up, and early on Floyd will make it interesting like he did McGregor. But I think as the fight go on, then you're gonna see Floyd breaking him down or whatever. It's just different when you're not a true professional fighter. You're a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. And just break down the size, because a lot of people concerned with the size. They see the size and they like, man, he's so much bigger. He's strong. He's younger. He's stronger. And Jake Paul is keep saying Jake. Logan Paul is a athlete. A lesson learned. What's going on? What you think about that, Kurt?
Big, small. At the end of the day, the skills pays the bills. Like I always say, that boxing ring, the four corners, the square circle, is the ultimate truth serum. You have to have skills to compete and to win. And he may be big, and that's just like Wilt Chamberlain. Remember Ed Too Tall Jones, 7 feet tall, tried to box, and he got knocked down by like a real small guy because he didn't have the skill set. Yeah, anybody could throw a punch, but in that ring and fighting a Floyd Mayweather, it's just different. It's completely different. If you boxed before, then I've seen a lot of bigger guys get beat to a pulp because they depending on their size. It's all about skill in that ring. When that bell goes ding, you could throw everything out the window. It's the skills that pay the bills. He may be big, but his skills he doesn't have enough skills to keep up with Floyd. So he's confident. He sounds like confident, but like I said, I've seen a lot of confident people. This is not Nate Robinson or whoever. It's a real fighter. You're in with. A lot of people started to believe that McGregor was going to beat Mayweather. He was bigger. And early on he had some success, but I felt that Floyd was carrying him, and then Floyd turned the lights out. So I kind of knew how it was going to go. So I'm expecting the same here.
Mm-hmm. Demetrius Bright, brother in the super chat. Jonathan Wilson, what's going on? He said, I rewatched the Alex Aguilar versus Ray Mancini, Alexis Aguayo versus Mancini fight. Man, that light is bright, man. For the lightweight strap, great fight. Aguayo was a bad boy. Your thoughts on that fight, Kurt?
Yeah, well, at the time, Ray Boom Boom Mancini was an up and coming hot shot fighter. He was garnering a lot of attention because he was fighting on network, CBS to be exact. And Aguayo was at that time an all time great. I thought it was too soon. Mancini wasn't polished enough. He's an offensive fighter. He's not defensively responsible. So I knew that Aguirre was going to beat Mancini. Mancini's an all action fighter. He was the original, basically a Toro Gatti before or Toro Gatti, face first fighter. Aguirre too polished. He has a beautiful straight right hand that he throws down the pipe, and he took Mancini to see, and then he drowned him. He knocked him out in the late rounds.
Now, Kurt, what's your thoughts on Terence Crawford leaving Top Rank, and where would you want to see him go?
Well, he should have left a long time ago. He wasted valuable years. He'll be what, 34. I would like to see him go to PBC. That because Spence is over there, Thurman is over there. The welterweights is all over there. I don't want to see him go to MTK or Dazn, even though Eddie Hearn will pay him because of his resume and his skill set, his reputation. He would get a lot of money, but then the fight with him and Spence would never be made. So I want PBC to, you know, give a bid. And Terence at this age, he's going to go, of course, go to the highest bidder. I would like to see PBC make a play for Terence Crawford. I think that'd be a lot of fun. You got all the fighters over there in the welterweight division on PBC, so that'd be the logical choice. But Eddie Hearn, I just got a feeling he's going to make a play for Terence Crawford because he always wanted a premier American fighter on his platform. You on mute, Blue.
finals now. There you go. Lynette Bowman, peace and blessings, queen in the super chat. She said, Kurt, what if he catch Floyd with a lucky one, like Little Boosie said? Like Little Boosie said.
I mean, how hard does he really hit? Do we know fighting a guy who's been hit by professional fighters? I mean, any punch can hurt, but I mean, it's always interesting. A guy always has a chance to win, but I don't see it. Anything is possible. I really don't see it. I know he's big, but he's not a professional fighter. He's fighting a professional fighter.
Devontae Richardson, what's going on? Chuga, fantastic, great brother in the super chat. Much love to you. Marvin Warren, what's going on? She said like Lil Boosie said. Yeah, no, Floyd Mayweather won't let that happen. He'll not. That ain't gonna happen.
How many rounds is scheduled for?
8. And I don't even think it's 3-minute rounds. Is it 3-minute rounds? Dollar Why, what's going on? I think it might be Maui Gung Gawu. What's going on? Is 8 2-minute rounds? I think it might be 3, but it's only 8 rounds. I know that for sure. That's it. I don't see. He's gonna gas out. Ruben Salinas Jr. What's going on? Samuel Atkins. What's going on? The pressure. Oh, Makai Willis. He said 8 3-minute rounds. Kurt.
Yeah, round about the 3rd round, then you're gonna see Floyd start picking him apart.
Yeah. Don Julio, Uptown Philly. What's going on? Lawrence RBE. What's going on? Winter Soldier. What's going on? Yeah, man, Kurt, man. So my thing was, I was saying that I want to see Terence Crawford just go ahead and exit stage left.
Yeah, while he could salvage some of his career. I mean, he's had a great career. We just want to see him in with great opponents so he can be remembered for years to come. That's the point. And by the luck of the draw, if he gets on PBC, just maybe, I just say maybe, being optimistic that the Spence fight or at least fight Porter, somebody on PBC, man. So I'm just hope for that.
Mm-hmm. DePaul Turner, Edison Jaro, what's going on? Parker, keep going, what's going on? Now, Kurt, before we get any deeper, everybody's still on this, and I'm seeing so many people still saying, man, I'm not a believer in Devin Haney no more, man. They're not believing Devin Haney. What's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
People overreacting, man.
Take over for a second, Kurt.
Yeah, people just overreacting, about Devin Haney, his performance. I thought it was a good performance. He's going to get hit. I mean, you seen Ryan Garcia get dropped by Campbell, and he got up and he won. That impresses me more than you knocking out a guy in 2 or 3 or 1 round. I want to see what you're made of, and the only way you find that out is to get hit. How you going to survive? You go through adversity. Yeah, he was hurt. I've seen it clearly. But that's what people, they just want to see or criticize Haney, for his performance. But I thought it was a good performance fighting an experienced fighter. You see fighters get knocked down by lesser fighters, superstar fighters. It happens. I remember Sugar Ray Leonard coming back against Kevin Howard, and he got knocked down, and people were saying that was it, and Ray is finished, and then he came back again and looked good. So every fight is different. Every fight is different, so you can't go by that. Haney, he may beat Teofimo, but like I said, all those young fighters, it depends who learns the fastest and who learns the most. Ryan Garcia and Haney and Colbert and Teofimo, they put him ahead of the learning curve because he beat Lomachenko, but that's one fight. I didn't like how he finished the fight because Lomachenko started way too late and he was coming on, but I'd like to see a rematch. But anyway, it all depends on them fighters. I think they can beat each other. If they have a round robin, they may fight and beat each other. So it's no clear cut favorite, not yet, because they're still learning. Let me go in the chat. What's up, chat? Let me see what's going down. Jim Hustle, what's going on? Marvin, Warren, Michael Woodard, Johnny Q, what's going on? Remy Gold, KG. We got a Blue is back. We got a super chat. Emmanuel H, what's going on, my brother? Salute to the historian. Salute to you.
Jay Brown in the super chat dropping that quarter of a hundo in the super chat. He said Logan Paul ain't used to those shots to the liver. Yeah, that's a fact, Kurt.
Yeah, them body shots are hurt, man. And you're not used to that. And one well-placed body shot, and that's all she wrote.
Yep. And that's a Jay Brown. That's a great point, because Logan Paul's so tall, and so that's gonna be open for Floyd. He don't know how to protect from that, Kurt.
Yeah, just because you put on a pair of gloves and you beat a basketball player and and for whoever is different with a professional fighter who knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. AZAP Sam, brother in the super chat. He said Bud might go earn with Hearn for the right price. Yeah, what you think about him going with Eddie Hearn, Kurt?
I could see that. He's gonna go to the highest bidder because he's gonna retire real soon. So if Eddie Hearn's gonna offer him a pretty penny, and if he take it, I can't fault him. That's him. He's the one that's in the ring taking punches, and the cash out, well, not, I wouldn't say cash out, but to close out his career, hey, you try to get the most money you can. I mean, he's already rich, but it's only common sense he goes to the highest bidder. I mean, Eddie Hearn is going to make a play for him. I'll be shocked if he doesn't. But business-wise, I'd like to see him go to PBC. Money-wise, I think Eddie Hearn might outbid everybody to get Crawford because he always wanted a premier American fighter on his platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you think, Kurt? Triller signed Jim Lampley and Brian Custer. He left PBC. He went to ESPN.
Brian Custer went to ESPN?
Yeah.
Wow. I like Brian Custer. Jim Lampley, I could take him or leave him, man. I just think that him and Larry Merchant, they was like oil and water together. They feed off each other's negativity. I used to like Jim Lampley when he was on Channel 7 before he went to HBO. He was pretty good. He's not a bad announcer. He had some good calls. Let's see how it works out. But I could take him leave Jim Lampley. Brian Custer, I'm sad to see him go, but at least he'd be on ESPN. ESPN probably offered him a nice bit of change, so he left. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You go to the highest bidder.
And he's still gonna do the Wilder Fury fight.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Hustle, Kirk Eric Monroe, what's going on? Michael Woodall, what's going on? Yeah. Later, baby boy. Where you going? Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Kurt. Yeah, so Kurt, do you think it's did you see what Devin Haney said today about Ryan Garcia?
No, what'd he say?
He said he's the biggest he's essentially paraphrasing. He says the fakest dude in boxing, and he said he was looking for everybody's sympathy just a few weeks ago. Now he commenting on people's performances,
Yeah,
but
well,
won't make fights.
he's got a point. I'm thinking this guy is going to be out of boxing for a while and playing on people's sympathy. Now he's fighting. When he's fighting?
That, now I'm hearing that's not true either.
I don't know what's going on with this guy's career, man. I really don't. So right after the fight, I said, yeah, Haney's going to get criticized for his performance, and I figured Ryan Garcia would be the first one, and that's what it was. So I wouldn't even take Ryan Garcia, but it's promoting. They promoting each other when they keep their name in each other's mouth. And like I told the chat, those guys, whoever learns the fastest and the most will be ahead of the learning curve. A lot of people say Tio because he beat Lomachenko, and they could beat each other because I think they're 50-50 fights. All of them, those guys together, man. So, I don't know if they're going to even fight each other.
Yeah. Well, at least they all in the same division again, because if Tank is staying at 140, we know this. He ain't going back to 30. He ain't going back to 30. Salute to the brother Emmanuel H in the super chat. He says, salute to the historian. So they'll all end up at 40 at some point together, Kurt.
Yeah, because I don't think Tio going to be at 135 for long.
No.
I don't think so. I think 140, I would like to see Ramirez and Tio. Ramirez did say something about Teofimo that he did want to fight him. But I wanted to.
He just called him out.
Yeah. Yeah, he called him out. I wanted to see Tio Lomachenko, but I fought Lomachenko not having a rematch clause. You should always have a rematch clause in a big fight.
Zach C, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. I can't read that. He said Paul in the second round. Nah, some people, man. Boy. So yeah, Kurt, he Jose Ramirez, he said he would like to fight Teofimo Lopez, but he said after Josh Taylor fights Cottrell and vacates the belts, he'll fight Teofimo Lopez for a belt.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to become a 2-time junior welterweight world champion. And then he said one fight for one of the vacant belts and then go back up. Then he's going to 47, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can see him doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it got to be the right fight, though. Got to be the right fight at 140. James Kelly, brother in the super chat, he said Haney should stick to what he does best with his boxing skill set. Okay, you please the fans by staying in the pocket, but it is a KO setup. Yeah, exactly. That's what you were saying yesterday, Kurt. Don't worry about pleasing the fans.
Yeah, you look at a guy like Mildred Taylor, who could have been a much, much better fighter and had a much better career if he boxed instead of standing in the pocket, because he didn't have the power to knock anybody out. He had fast hands, and all he had to do was box. And he would have beat Chavez. He would have beat a lot more people, but took too much punishment and was never the same fighter. And Haney should do the same. Don't follow Mildred Taylor, but like I said yesterday, fight. You have an identity. You're a pure boxer with athleticism, and that's what you do. You fight behind your jab.
Mm-hmm. Ratchet says 91, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. My brother, Mr. Shelton. What's going on, Mr. Shelton? Justin Hawkins, what's going on? Jim Hustle, what's going on? Yeah, Kurt, it's like you said, you don't get nowhere with pleasing the fans. Because if you outbox these fighters, they're gonna say you was boring. If you stay in the pocket, they're gonna say you can't take a punch. You can't win.
Like I always say, win this one, look good the next one.
Yep.
That's all you got to do.
Hey,
You
Kurt,
know.
what do you make of Jorge Linares though? Because everybody just overlooks Jorge like he's just a walk in the park. This dude is a 3-division champion.
There's a saying, when you don't take an opponent serious, you make him a serious opponent. It could be anybody. Anybody. I remember, this is like in the 90s, there was a rivalry fight that was brewing between Danny Romero and Johnny Tapia. That was a grudge fight because Johnny Tapia was cool with Danny Romero's family out of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and there was some bad blood. And Orlando Romero was like 27-0 with 24 knockouts. And he said he's gonna take a warm-up fight against a 500 fighter by the name of Willie Salazar. And Willie Salazar beat the brakes off Danny Romero. It was a huge upset. And that just goes to show you my points that you can't take anybody lightly. Even Jorge Linares. People thought Haney was gonna run through him like that. Nah, Linares was a dangerous fighter, even though he's been knocked out because of the experience. That's
Right.
why. You see what he gave Lomachenko a tough fight, knocked him down. So when you fight a guy like that, you always got to be prepared, because this was a very good version of Linares. And, Haney got through it. He had some rough patches, but like I said, I seen what I saw, and he got through it. He got through adversity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just we just overlook certain fighters. Like Linares is not a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
I think we be too hard on our fighters. Like, they don't supposed to struggle. It's hard to look good against any fighter, go in there and knock them out, and in 2 or 3 rounds, just run roughshod over good fighters or even mediocre fighters. It's not easy to do, but most fighters, they do it, but because of the talent level. But it's hard, man. Linares came to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Demetrius Bright, brother in Super Chat. Bluebell, you might need to try and connect with Brian Custer once he takes over SportsCenter on ESPN. Who wins, J-Rock versus Mendoza? Oh, I forgot about that fight is coming up too, Kurt.
Yep. J-Rock chin is so fragile. Go ahead. What you get ready to say, Blue?
No, go ahead, Kurt.
No, I want to see how J-Rock look, man, because I just think he's vulnerable right now. I thought he'd be a better fighter. He has lapses on defense, man. For him to be a polished fighter, he had a good corner. He got rid of Breadman, who's a brilliant boxing mind, and Rosario just ran over him like nothing. And he's vulnerable right now because you hit him on the chin, and I don't think his chin is that stout. So he's going to be in danger, and his defense should be better. But that's a pretty good card, Williams and Mendoza. You got Lumen, Rosario, and Tank and Barrios. That's not bad.
That's a great card right there.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to order that. That's not bad at all.
That's a great card right there. I was just going to say that, Kurt. Like, that's what we be wanting. That's a stacked card right there. James Kelly, brother, back in the Super Chat. Tio Lopez's father is going to get his son KO, just like Trinidad's father got him KO by Hopkins, Kurt.
Well, what Trinidad had a major flaw, and Roy Bernard picked up on it. Trinidad, all his weight was on his front foot. He could never slip a jab, and he has to plant his feet when he threw his left hook. And every time you look at the Hopkins fight, every time he threw the left hook, Bernard was out of range. And I'm surprised they never fixed that. They never fixed that, because when all your weight is on your front foot, you can't slip a jab. And that's why he lost to Winky Wright, Bernard, and Roy. You can't beat technical fighters like that. I don't see no flaws in Teal. But what bothered me was the last 3 rounds of the Lomachenko fight, because when Lomachenko got aggressive, it's like he didn't see the shots coming, and he started landing, but he had a good 12th round to stop the momentum. But if Lomachenko would have started sooner, it might have been a different outcome.
Mm-hmm. No Juice, brother in Super Chat. Coming back in the show, love. Gary Antoine is going to be a problem for all these lightweights at 140. Absolutely, he sure is. He sure is. Michael Rogers, what's going on? He sure is, man. At 140, he's aggressive with skills, man. He's aggressive with skills. Nick J's, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? She said, was it me or did Devin Haney's corner seem as just as stunned as he when he came in the corner after getting clipped? Oh, for sure. You know why? That always happens, especially when you're dealing with slick boxers. They're not used to that. Remember when Broner got clipped by Bandana? And Broner had to tell him, calm down, I'm good. That always happens, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a sense of urgency, like a sense of panic almost.
Well, they're not used to it. You're right.
Yeah.
That happened with Mayweather Mosley too. You see how excited Leonard Ellaby was. See the look on his face when he got hurt by Mosley?
Yep. And even Roger, remember Roger was telling him, man, what's wrong with you? You're right, man. You're right. He's like, I'm good. I'm good. Remember Floyd was saying that?
Yeah. And Leonard Ellaby was like, stick what we do. We box. That's what we do.
Right. We don't do this. We box. We box. Mm-hmm. It's just like that happened when remember when in the Pacquiao fight. Remember Floyd Sr. Oh, what's wrong with you, man? You scared? Remember he said
Yeah, he was worried about Floyd not doing enough and they're gonna steal the fight.
Yeah.
That's what he was with. That he was worried about that.
Yeah. Remember Floyd was like, hey, I'm winning, right? He's like, I'm winning, am I? James Kelly, brother, back in the super chat, he said Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson is a prime example. Yeah, not paying attention.
People just don't know how good Buster was, man.
Yeah, man. He didn't give the sport everything he had, Kurt.
Nope. And Buster was 6'4", 235 in shape, can move, had a beautiful jab and a big right hand. And him and Riddick Bowe had an incredible talent. They supposed to have been better. What they shown, they were inconsistent because Bowe beat a Prom Holyfield, who's a great fighter, and Buster knocked off Mike when he was undefeated. And his Buster Douglas' father was a good fighter too. Billy Dynamite Douglas. He was a real good fighter.
Yeah, Curry. Salute to Twin D, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Yeah, Kurt, I don't get the wool hats in the summer either. If Hearn gets Bud, do you see him trying to play takeaway like he did Joshua Wilder, or will he look to cash out with the mega fights?
I will say, he will try to make the fight. I mean, Eddie Hearn is not a bad promoter. He will get you paid. He gave Mikey $7 million against Vargas. Farmer, was fighting nobodies, and he was making $500,000 fight. So he was spending money like it was water. Demetrius Andrade can retire off the lack of high level competition. He made pretty good. So Earn with Hearn, I heard somebody say that, he will get you paid. And sometimes you don't get the fights, but I think with Crawford, he's very visible and a premier fighter. He will try to make the best fights, and Crawford, he will get paid. But Eddie Hearn, you can earn, and let's be honest, business, the money got to be right. Hey, if he offer me, more money than I'm getting off Top Rank, I will go with Hearn too.
Mm-hmm. Rolando Markland, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Kurt, what do you think about Tony Aiello in the 1980s and 90s? I think he could have been an all-time great.
Yeah, I met Tony Ayala at Lou Duva's restaurant in Totowa, New Jersey. He was up and coming junior middleweight. What was his record? Let me see. I remember. I think it was 24-0 with 21 knockouts. He was scheduled to fight Roberto Duran. That's the fight everybody wanted to see. And he was going to fight Davey Moore, the ninth that Duran beat more. That was supposed to have been Tony Ayala, but he got in trouble, and Duran took it from there. But him and Duran would have been a fight. Duran didn't like Tony Ayala because people saying he reminds me of you, and Duran used to say, curse him out, and Duran used to say, he ain't me, never me, never me, he ain't me. Duran was funny, but Tony Ayala could have been a very good fighter, man. He was vicious, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kelly Howard, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, "What's going on, Blue? What's going on with you, great brother? Appreciate you 1,000%." Yeah, Kurt. I used to say that Buster Douglas was Riddick Bowe before Riddick Bowe, Kurt.
That's true. That's a good comparison. I look at both of them the same. Two big men who had unbelievable talent, man. When you look at that Holyfield fight, that's an all-time great fight. He beat Holyfield in his prime. He went on. He the one that gave Holyfield his first loss. And Buster Douglas, the night that he beat Mike Tyson, man, that's James Buster Douglas because he got the fight. He was on the undercard of Mike Tyson and Michael Spinks. And Buster Douglas knocked out an up-and-coming heavyweight from Texas by the name of Mike Williams. He had a body like Ken Norton, man. No body fat, man. And they thought Mike Williams was going to be Mike Tyson's opponent, and Buster Douglas looked good. He knocked Mike Williams out with jabs on the undercard. And everybody in the theater was funny. They was like, man, James looked good tonight. I was talking to some people. I said, man, he could always fight. And knocked the guy out with jabs. Buster had a beautiful jab, man. He's a double up on it, and we was like, what if? And we was like, nah. Talking about what if, he was in the ring with Mike Tyson. We was like, nah, ain't happening, but and look, man, it came to fruition. He looked like an old Ali opponent by the name of Doug Jones, and Buster Douglas looked just like brothers.
And salute to the great brother James Kelly in the super chat. All it takes is one fight. Roger Mailer was nervous before the Shane Mosley fight. Yeah, he wanted to make sure, Shane Mosley was good, man. Now, Kurt, if Buster Douglas in his top of his game and Riddick Bowe at the top of his game, who you got?
Buster Douglas, because he moves better than Riddick Bowe. Buster Douglas can use the ring. Riddick Bowe was like flat-footed. So I like Douglas because he can move left to right. He had beautiful footwork. He was a big man who was very nimble on his feet. James Buster Douglas was good in basketball, football, baseball. He was an incredible athlete, man, but he never, lived up to his potential.
Mm-hmm. No Juice, brother in the super chat. How should Devin, T.O., etc. strategize on moving up to 140 and get the belts once they open up? Should they move now? They're in the rankings like Tank. Well, see, Josh Taylor, he got one more fight that he's obligated against Cottrell. And then should he win, he's going to vacate the belt. So, the best route is the WBO and the IBF because they're going to make sure you get your opportunities. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, I agree with that. The WBO route mainly will get it. You'll get a chance. And like you said, one fight with Catterall because he stepped aside, and Josh Taylor will be a welterweight. I think he's going to get knocked out as a welterweight because I think he can't take it to the body. He can't. He can't take it to the body. I see that now. And when he fight those welterweights, but I would love to see Teofimo and Ramirez. That'd be an action-packed fight. Ramirez makes a mistake, and Robert Garcia is fault of this because he has an aggressive fighter. Ramirez is overly aggressive, and when you have an overly aggressive fighter, he should always throw feints because he was timed against Taylor. That was the first knockdown. The second knockdown, he just had a mental breakdown looking at the ref. I couldn't understand how an experienced champion, paid attention at the ref. You don't never do that. But, he's overly aggressive, and it's easy to catch a fighter like that. He has to throw feints to get inside. He just comes right on in. And I said, they don't see that. He has to feint to get inside, but, that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Abdul Anwar, brother in super chat. Mike Williams Buster Douglas him out on the undercard of Tyson Spinks. Closed circuit TV. Buster, if he stayed in shape, would it be a problem for anyone? Yeah, I think he would have beat Lil Scrappy. What's going on, Lil Scrappy? I think he would. Ted Jones going on. I think he would have beat Holyfield, Kurt, at the top of his game.
You know what? We was in the barber shop when that fight was made, and we were saying how Holyfield was in trouble if Buster Douglas comes in that shape, but comes in shape. But when I found out that he got $24 million, they paid him $12 million up front and $12 million after the fight. When I heard that, I said, no, it's over. It's over. I said, no, Holyfield gonna beat him. Holyfield gonna beat him. And Douglas was like 12, 13 pounds heavier for the Holyfield fight. Remember when he got knocked out, he cried going back to his dressing room because he know he didn't try. He know he didn't try. And that wasn't a Holyfield fault, but that would have been a very interesting fight with Holyfield if Buster was in shape.
I don't understand, Kurt. Like, he knew he had all that potential, all that opportunity. Like you said, Kurt, they gave him $24 million for that fight. You know what he would have got after beating Holyfield? And because everybody would have said, well, the Mike Tyson was a fluke. So you know how much money he would have got for a rematch with Mike Tyson, Kurt?
Yeah, had to back the truck up, man. Buster, Buster just didn't have it in him. He had it in him that one night because he felt he owed his mother. And he went to his mother's grave and he got himself, because before the Tyson fight, he had this bounce to him. And I was like, man, Buster in shape. And I was like, kill it? Nah. But after the third, fourth round,
his confidence, Kurt. Remember his mother said, you sure you want to take on Mike Tyson? And he said, Mike Tyson need to be worried about me.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike always had problems with big athletic fighters, and Buster was that. Holyfield, Tony Tucker, Buster Douglas, and that jab was blinding Mike. Mike couldn't do nothing, man. And Mike would throw his big shots. James would go with him, then come back with his own, his big right hand, and that's why Mike Tyson eye was shut. Buster showed you what he can do that night. That was no fluke. That night, it was no fluke.
I did think that was a knockout, though. I thought the ref, they missed the count. What you thought about that, Kurt?
Well, they say it was a long count, and I didn't really go for it. I just thought that there was some sour grapes, Don King, and Buster won the fight, and they were trying to take it from Buster, man, and if that fight was in the States, they probably would have, but it was in Japan, and no promoters in Japan wasn't going for it. They was like, no. James won that fight. So, it was just a shock that seeing Mike Tyson looking for his mouthpiece. But Mike Tyson took a beating, man. And Tyson got a chin because he was taking some hellacious punches, man. Woo.
He sure was, Kurt. Woo.
Right Kurt, on the button.
Now you say that, man. We don't talk about that enough. Even from Lennox Lewis, even later in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the Holyfield fights. He'll take some, boy. Mike will take some. You know what I did notice, Kurt? I was watching this special last night, right? And shout out to James Kelly in the Super Chat once again, dropping that half a dub on us in the Super Chat. Kurt, thanks for mentioning Duva and Totowa, Patterson, Totowa?
Totowa,
yeah. Passaic, Newark was an awesome boxing territory and did not get the boxing talent from those areas.
That's true. In the 80s, you had Livingston Bramble, who was a teacher in Passaic Middle School, who beat Bramble beat Mancini for the title. And then he moved to Montclair, New Jersey. And you had my friends, Johnny Bumpus and Rocky Lockridge, who was really from Tacoma, Washington, but fighters used to pack up and move so they can get good sparring. And, they was from Patterson, and Ruben Hurricane Carter, the movie, Denzel Washington, he was from Patterson. Kendall Holt from Patterson. Marvin Hagler from Newark. Jersey turned out some fighters. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Viva tu vida. Live your life. What's going on, great brother? No Juice, brother, in the Super Chat once again. Kurt, what do you think about the prospect Cole from JC?
What's his first name? I think I seen him one time. I have to see more. I think I know who you're talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I know. I know. Didn't he fight this weekend? Yeah. Yeah. I got to see more of him. Yeah, because I always keep up with Jersey fighters. Yeah. I
Khalil.
seen. Yeah, he fought this. I think this past weekend, I believe, or last weekend, and I got to see more. But I like that other. I haven't heard anything about him. Like Sugar Hill had this hard hitting European dude, man, named Shoshagan Ergashev, and he was at 140. I haven't heard anything else about him, but he's a knockout artist.
Mm-hmm. LV Slugger, brother in the super chat. I think Bud will go with Dazn for a few fights. I don't think they will have a problem paying Porter or Mikey Garcia. Mikey got $7 million for Vol. Yeah, that's a great point. He said Jay Cooley said he fought last weekend.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I got to see more because when I look at a fighter 3 or 4 or 5 times, I can assess him better than see him to fight 1 or 2 times.
Marvelous Java, what's going on, great brother? Choice 12-ounce born, what's going on? Let's see. Patrick M, brother in the super chat. Thoughts on Nito's KO, how he left ranks in history. Oh man, I was impressed, man. No Nito Donaire is a champion's champion, man.
Good dude, man. Good fighter. High ring IQ. He disguised the left hook, using the right hand to set up the left hook, man, and got a volley out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Good performance. 3-time bantamweight champion, 4th division world champion.
And
Hall of Fame.
Any state. You know what I like best about it, Kurt? It's Jay, Sons of Time, TVHQ. What's going on, great brothers? You know what I like about it best, Kurt? Is even though, because when this is like Jack Reese was giving him all types of extra time. CMB 100, what's going on? But he just stayed cool, calm, collected, and picked his punches and then got the knockout. That was beautiful to me.
Experience is a great teacher.
That was beautiful. Hard body, J Timo, my brother in the super chat, dropping that. Dub on us in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue. Salute, Kurt. 100. Salute to you, great brother.
Salute.
Yeah, Kurt. You know, man, I was just going to ask you something. Oh, we don't, you know, that fight, like we said, that's a stacked card on the 26th. But that Lubin fight needs to get more credit, man. The Lubin.
Yeah, that's a good matchup, man.
It is. Big Buddha, 516 in the building. What's good with you? Yeah, Kurt, that matchup is beautiful, Kurt.
Lubin better be very careful in this fight.
It's a statement going to be. I feel like Lubin going to win and make a statement, but a statement is going to be made either which way, Kurt.
Mm-hmm. Rosario is a rough fighter, man. He's going to come to fight.
Terry Roberts, he fight on the 26th on the undercard of Tank Davis. Lubin and Julian J. Rod Williams. Soldier Boy 911, brother in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue. Kurt, what did you think of former champ from Philly, Mighty Ivan Robinson?
He was a good fighter. You know, he's known for his 2 fights with Arturo Gatti. Wars, man. All-time great fights. All-time great fights. That's what he's known for. A fighter from Philly. Philly's amazing. Philadelphia, the city, has produced 44 world champions, man. One city, 44 champions.
That's amazing. Is that the most in any city, Kurt?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Philly. So when Philly said we got boxing on lock, I mean, they don't have no champion right now, but Jerron Ennis will be shortly. But their history, man, from Joe Frazier to Bernard Hopkins, Joe and Jeff Chandler, my favorite Philly fighter of all time, Matthew Saad Muhammad, Charles the Axe Brewer. I mean, I can go on and on about the fighters in Philly, man. Danny Garcia, everybody from Philly, man. Tim Witherspoon, on and on.
Amazing. Kenneth Johnson, brother in the super chat. He said, Blue and Curse, salute. Do y'all have any info on what is next for Money Power the Fourth? Oh, Money is fighting. Oh man, what he just told me. Hold on. Money just told me something. Let me see. Oh man, let me see. He is great time. He'll be on Showbox. He said June or July.
I got to talk to his father, man. I ain't talked to his father in a minute.
Yeah, he's the one that actually just texted me.
So I got to call you on Money.
Yeah.
We have good boxing talk. Yeah.
Yeah, money that's my guy. Yeah. He said June or July. He'll be back in the ring. Oh, they got a champion, Kurt. Steve Fulton is a champion right now.
Oh, how could I forget? Shame on me. Damn. Thanks for reminding me. Sorry, Steph, cool boy. You from Philly, you are a champion. I forgot all about cool boy Steph, man.
Yep. And he going in unification bout.
He better not fight Figueroa head on like he did Angelo Leo. He ain't gonna win. He got a box.
Mm-hmm. Handle stick, brother in the super chat, dropping that quarter of a hundo on us in the super chat. What it do, big brothers? Always keep it real when doing your thing. Salute to you, great brother. Salute to you, handle stick, brother in the super chat, dropping that quarter of a hundo on us in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Got Newell Juice back in the super chat. Any chance we can get more black fighters on the PBC June team card? Only Jamal on the card.
I think that cuts deep, man, and it has to be. People's going to start be held accountable, man, because every race should be represented, and we should be represented. We done, planted our flag in this sport for a very long time, man, and we should have a Juneteenth card, with all our fighters. It's only right. It's only right.
I agree, Kurt. LV Slugger, brother in the super chat. I'm excited to see how Jarrett Hurd looked this weekend on Floyd undercard. I still think Hurd will be Jamel's toughest and biggest fight at 154. Hashtag 2 times.
I think he will carve up Hurd like a Thanksgiving Day turkey.
Yeah, he just takes too many clean punches, Kurt. And he seemed indecisive. Roll money. What's going on? In his last couple of fights as he's trying to find himself since losing to J-Rock.
Yeah.
You can't be that irresponsible on defense and be Jamel Charlo, man.
Yeah, when you get to that level like Crawford, Canelo, Spence, Charlo, you got to have defense, man. You cannot go into the ring throwing caution to the wind and leaving yourself open, man. You're going to get caught sooner or later, and a lot. So you got to be defensively responsible just to have a chance. Hurd doesn't have that style.
Mm-hmm. Ricardo Melrose, DJ Zion Love, Young World, Terry Roberts, Winter Soldier. What's going on with y'all? Yeah, I like Hurd, but you got to Morris Green. What's going on? You got to be sharp on defense to deal with Jamel. Ancestral Rage, what's going on? Morris Green said, "What's up, Blue? I'm late. It's all good." Moyo Sauce, what's going on? You got to be defensively more responsible than that. AC, what's going on? You have to be.
I remember when Margarito was on the scene, and my friends love Margarito because he was excited. But I said, you can't take punches like that. I said, he beat Cotto that night. I mean, this was before we found out what was going on. And I said, he ain't going to be able to take punches like that every fight. And proves me right. And, he started, Mosley and You know, Pacquiao, he took a beating, man, and
Mm-hmm.
his eye socket broken, his face broken. That's not what boxing is. You got to have defense, man. You got to transition from offense to defense. Those are the best fighters.
Yep. Yep. Who we got? Bobo, what's going on? Damian Milton, what's going on? Darryl Johnson, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Devin was strong before and after he got rocked. T.O. is overrated to me. He beat up on Loma's gloves and elbows, and Loma went upside his head. A draw to me. What you think about that, Kurt? Mark
I
Fralin.
thought Tio. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kurt.
I thought Tio won the fight because what shocked me, and I picked Lomachenko to beat Teofimo. I was shocked by the inability of the absence of athleticism that Lomachenko showed. He didn't know what to do for the first 7 rounds. He didn't know what to do because I credit Teal's father because when they was looking at film, they said that he create angles by moving to his right. So when Lomachenko moved to his right, Teal moved with him and took away those angles. And Lomachenko didn't have a plan B. And this is supposed to be somebody who's an all-time great. I think not. The only time he had success when he went for broke. That was the only time. The last 3 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
he went for broke. But I was shocked by the inability to his game plan, the lack of strategy. He couldn't do anything. I never seen it. It's been a long time since I seen the superstar fighter that for the first 7 rounds looked lost.
Mm-hmm. John Johnson said, "Who is that? Haney's dad." No, that's Kurt, man. That's my brother Kurt. He says sound like him. People always say that, Kurt.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's Kurt, bro. That's the co-host here. That's the historian.
I'm the co-host of Blue Blood Sports TV.
That's a fact. Yeah, Kurt. So, where do you rank Ryan Garcia amongst all of these young guys?
To say Ryan Garcia is not that good will be making a grave mistake. He has fast hands. He has flaws. He got caught by Campbell. But like I said, it's a race between Haney Garcia, who learns the most and who learns the fastest, because it's a 50-50 fight. You know, I can see him beating Haney. I can see Haney beating him. They both gonna have success. Is who learns the most and the fastest, the learning curve. That's gonna be the deciding factor. Haney fighting Linares is a better opponent than Luke Campbell. So I will right now give the edge to Haney. Now, and we don't know what Garcia is going to show up. We don't even know when he's going to fight, but he's wasting his time. And Haney's, if he fights another experienced fighter, 2 fights, that would be good for Haney, will be Linares and Fortuna. 2 experienced. Fortuna is awkward, tough, will give you rounds. I would fight somebody like that. And so that will make Gamboa, Linares, Fortuna. Now he's building up his resume. And now you fight a young slugger after Fortuna. A young fighter should fight different styles so he can adapt and see what your fighter, see what's his weaknesses and his strengths. That's very important. Like Floyd, he was in the ring with a whole bunch of different styles. And Haney has the athleticism to adapt. You don't have to have the power, but the boxing ability. He can outbox the boxer and outbox the slugger. That's why we call it the sweet science. So while Ryan Garcia is, criticizing him, you keep fighting. So schedule another experienced fighter. If Fortuna's not busy, fight Fortuna and then fight a young slugger. So it's different styles that will make him even better.
Mm-hmm. LV Slugger, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat one more time. He said Hearn didn't need 2 fights to beat Harrison. Hearn stopped Harrison for the IBF belt, and he the only one to stop Trout. He also got that Laurel win. His resume at 154 be better than Jamel. #2 time. Mr. J Duke 40. What's going on? What you think about that, Kurt?
Yeah, Harrison gassed out, but he still lost. And Harrison was winning, but the fight is 12 rounds. If the fight was 6 rounds, Tony Harrison would be a Hall of Fame fighter. Hurd is strong, but I think that's a terrible matchup fighting Jermell Charlo. Right now, he don't know what he's going to do. His last fight, he was in between styles. He was trying something new. It didn't work. He had, he has all the attributes of being a face first fighter. He's not a boxer. So he's going to have to stick with got him to the dance. And against Charlo, he just going to have to go for broke. But Charlo is too much of a sharpshooter, pinpoint assassin to get hit with those punches. I mean, I was surprised that he beat Lara, to be honest with you. That he fought a good fight. It was a close fight, fight of the year candidate. That was, to me, he by him beating a boxer, Lara's caliber showed me a lot. He had a lot of dog in him. And then against J-Rock, you see what happened. That's the same style came to bite him in the behind. And I think Charlo will get him out of there. Charlo hit too hard, man. And like I said, pinpoint accuracy,
Mm-hmm. I agree. 817 Boston B. What's going on, great brother? I am Lori Baby. Peace of blessings, Queen, in the super chat once again. She said, "Hey, Blue and Kurt, why did Haney get so much criticism for being rocked? Can you name one fighter that has never been rocked or hurt?" None. Exactly.
Part of boxing. It's not a question of when. I mean, question of if you're going to get hurt. It's a question of when. And it's the point of the matter is what you do when you get rocked. Do you hold on? Do you smother your opponent to get through the round? You look at Tommy Hearns when he got hurt because of lack of experience. He should have held Sugar Ray Leonard, but the lack of experience, he gave Ray room to punch, and Ray got him out of there. Then you look at Mayweather. Mayweather was coming forward when he was on shaky legs, which was smart. He was trying to smother Shane. Shane hit him, caught him high in the head, rocked him again. But Mayweather didn't panic. He fought through it. And that's a lot of fighters, they panic. They fall apart. They become discombobulated mentally, and then they get knocked out. But certain fighters, they know how to survive.
Exactly. Now, Kurt, let me ask you this question before we get out of here, because the brothers were saying defensively, Shakur Stevenson is better than Devin Haney, and he has quicker feet and better footwork. Oh, Shacky Forster in the building. What's good with you, great brother? In the building, oh Shacky Forster. What's going on with you, great brother? What you think, Kurt? When you compare who has the better defense and the better footwork?
Well, Shakur has to fight a experienced opponent so we can gauge him better, like Haney just did. Like I said, fighting nobodies, you don't learn anything. So after this fight, I want to see him fight a top-notch fighter or an experienced fighter. Now he's supposed to fight Herring. No, Haney has the better footwork. Shakur has the better radar, meaning he can stand in the pocket and make you miss. I would say it's very tough to say who's better because they're both young and it's both still learning. And like I said, all those young fighters is a race who's going to learn the most and who's going to learn fastest. So the jury is still out because you can't assess them until they fight top level competition, other champions and experienced fighters. What's up, Shaky Foster? We want to see you get in the mix, with Colbert and Shakur and Haney. They're young, so they still growing as a fighter. And Tank, to me, he's ahead of the learning curve. And Teofimo because he beat Lomachenko, but a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on beating Lomachenko. Maybe Lomachenko wasn't as good as we thought he was, and he just got exposed by an athletic fighter.
Mm-hmm. Jermaine Bean, brother in the super chat, said, "Kurt, what you think about Charlie Zelenoff, 172-0, LOL?"
I don't pay no attention to that, man. I mean, it's for gags, so I laugh right along with it. Not
Yeah.
much.
Abdul Anwar, brother in the super chat. Tio acting like because Linares hurt Haney, he will eat Haney up. News flash to him, Linares dropped Lomachenko, something Tio couldn't do for 12 rounds.
And plus, Teal struggled with Nakatani. Don't forget that he struggled. So all the fighters had struggles. Garcia got knocked down by Campbell. Teofimo struggled with Nakatani, and Haney got hurt against Linares. So they all had a flaw or a rough patch, and that's boxing. That's the sweet science. You're going to have rough patches, and now Teo should dispatch Cambosis, but I want to see what happens after that fight. He's going to fight Haney. But I'm going to tell you now, if he fights Haney, he's going to have problems with Haney's athleticism. But Haney can't fight in the pocket because he's giving Teofimo chances. He's going to have to fight behind your jab and your footwork. You are a boxer. That's your identity.
Mm-hmm. I am Lori Baby back in the super chat. She said, who you got? Haney, Garcia, Spence Crawford, Stevenson Herring, and Canelo versus Charlo. I got Devin Haney beating Ryan Garcia. I got Errol Spence beating Terence Crawford. I got Shakur Stevenson beating Jamel Herring. And I have man, that Canelo Charlo, man. I gotta think about that one. But who you got, Kurt?
I like Canelo over Charlo. I'll make my pick when Crawford and Spence signed the contract. I like Shakur over Herring. And what's the other one?
Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia.
I like Haney over Garcia.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Me too. Paul Sutherland, what's going on? Well, go ahead, Kurt. Any last words for the people?
Man, I'm just glad to be talking boxing, man. It brightens my day. I love the sport so much. I just love being on the show. I love the questions, man. I love answering questions, and you guys, you respect my knowledge, and I respect you guys back. And I learn from you too as well. So, you can never know enough. You learn something new every day. I've been studying boxing since I was 7 years old, and I'm 54, so I've been in the game for a while and seen it all, and just love the sport, man. And we got a lot of great fights coming up, man. And I can't wait for the documentary. Mike Tyson's on right now. The documentary, Four Kings documentary, will be on Sunday at 8 o'clock. I can't wait for that. And we'll be back tomorrow with some more boxing talk. Great show, Blue. Thank you for the super chats, everybody, man. And, keep punching.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Bluebird Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Bluebird Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Oh, Shacky Force and my brother. Salute to you, great brother. Peace.
Peace.